This is so weird to me that I can just kill them if I'm strong enough. Yeah. But anyway, maybe I'm turning into the thing that I hate. The tourist Andes. Strongest doesn't take into account auxiliary effects, it's just pure attack defense. To be fair, that's how all the old optimal ones used to do it too. No good. This is all for naught if our way is blocked. That's not all either. I'm sensing Marga, and the feeling's only getting stronger. It's disturbing, like back at the fort. Same as the fort. Surely you don't mean? Fear is a luxury we can't afford right now, lad. Gallica's warrants a cause for concern, but for now, we need to keep moving. Look closely, lad. There's a wee gap there between those collapsed rocks. We should be able to squeeze through, if we go through one at a time. Alright, boys. Let's fucking do it. From genre-defining to no genre at all, Wolfen. FF. The day Final Fantasy returns to turn-based, it'll be legendary. I mean, that's why I made that tweet, where I said, like, if all FF17 does is just go turn-based again, that alone would make gaming news. That alone would turn heads. Even if the story still sucks, even if the characters still suck, that alone would make gaming news. Which is fucking crazy, man. Like, that's how bad things have gotten. And then I had idiots just deliberately not get the point, and it was just like, ugh. Hikari, hot take, what do you think FF12 has the best combat system in your opinion? You must be new to this channel, Hikari. Because I don't have that opinion. I've gone very hard on that game. But you know what? You're allowed to like it. I'm just fucking about. That thing's strong. Ooh. Oh shit, my HP. Oh. Just 1 second, chat. I gotta pay attention to this. This is quite a lot. Just 1 second. Diagonal slash on you. DEI. No. Here's what we're gonna do. I reckon I can just kill you. Yeah, you're dead. You, we are going to heal you. Grius. What are you gonna do, boys? Come at me. That's alright, that's alright, that's alright. Diagonal slush on you. Alright, heal. Heal up. Who's the lowest? Heal Sebby. Okay, we're in the clear. As Prompto would say in FF13, we're in the money. We're in the money. Oh, he's getting fucked up. I'd say heal yourself up, because you can't really do anything. Sebby, you're the only one who can damage these guys. Psych! Whoa! Wow, it's gonna take 2 hits to kill you. Alright, keep us alive. That's okay, we can deal with this. Oh, it lowers your defense as well. I see. Alright, let's see how much damage I can do on you. Oh! Actually doable. It's actually doable. Get fucked. I'm not gonna die. Not from you, you fucking minge. It's gonna be good XP from this. Alright. Welcome to hell, motherfucker. Nailed it! Should have played on journalist mode. Oh my god. Let's... heal ourselves. Heal all allies. There you go. Boop. Yay. Welcome back, Rainstorm. You can change rows without costing a turn. Yeah, but then I do less physical damage. But then again, I'm not doing physical damage if I'm using my turn to use a potion. Oh, can you stop being right, alright? I want to play it like an old Final Fantasy. This way. I see. Got him. Let's see if I can beat this thing. Oh, you're piss weak, mate. Oh! Oh, fuck, no, he's actually really strong. Psych! Oh, this thing's really strong! Okay, wish me luck. Wish me luck. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no, this thing's really strong. I can beat this, though. I can beat this. Watch. Alright, boys, we're on. Oh! Told ya. Fuck, that was a big boy. That was a big chungus right there, mate. Holy shibbly wibble. When you stun an enemy, it takes their health regardless of how far they are. Yeah, okay. Good thing I bought way too many medicinal herbs, alright? I know enough about JRPGs to know that you should be, equipped. Music's still too loud? Alright. No, I'm still thinking that. It still looks like it's just too loud in my OBS. That seems balanced, because this is a loud track. Alright. No. Yeah. It's fine. Still seems very loud. It's fine. I missed the loot just now. What do you mean I missed the loot? You didn't think it was loud? You know what, Tenable, you are literally the only person who's saying it's too loud. No one else is saying that. I'm putting it back up a bit. No, sorry. You're outvoted, mate. You're outvoted. No one agrees with you. No one agrees with you. Majority rules. No electoral college for you, mate. No. Mr. One Guy. How did I miss loot? Like, I don't get it. You collect it after battle with spoils, right? Unless there's loot on the floor? Unless there's loot on the floor? Did I miss? Mining uniform. Ooh, I'll take it, Sugoi. Let's give you that. There you go. Tenable, you are the only one who cannot hear me over the music. Every single other person in this entire stream can. It's either a skill issue, or maybe you're having me on speakers or headphones. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You have headphones on and you're on the computer. My OBS says that my voice is overpowering my music, which is intentional, which is just as planned. So. Ooh. Aha! Scrap metal. Cooper. Okay. Good sound ratio, thank you. Thank you. Ooh, where to next, Sugoi? You stupid bastards. Piss off, you teeth. Alright. Oh my god! What? Oh no! I might die from this. Is there a way I can run away? Can I run away from this? This thing's really, really fucking strong. L1. Escape. Okay. Welcome to hell, motherfucker! Boom! No, not you, no! Wrong one. So I'm still getting used to this unique. This is different from normal turn-based. Why are you running? The escape rate is random. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's enough to kill it. You're still stunned, aren't you? I could probably kill you with a physical attack. Yeah. You can recover from stun and attack in the same turn. Okay, alright. Now I get it. Nailed it! Oh my god. Is it strange? Oh, you love that Keith David clip? Oh, I fucking love that clip. I was actually listening to Keith David doing Spawn earlier today. Sort of as inspiration for VA, because he's amazing. He's so good. Nailed it. It's nuts how good he sounds in that. Turn-based is still so much fun. You have no idea where Square got the idea that turn-based is dying. They know what? Oh, you know why? It's because of that commercial failure of Final Fantasy X. You know, the best-selling single-player Final Fantasy of all time that's even outsold OG FF7, FF10 that sold 22 million copies. Yeah, apparently that one. You know that sleeper hit? That game that was a smash, a mega smash hit on launch? Yeah, after that, they're like, oh yeah, well, this doesn't work. One of the best games of the PS5, of the PS2, one of the most popular FF games of all time. They literally won Guide themselves. They actually did. There were people who were just ridiculing FF for being turn-based, who were never interested in the series to begin with, in the PS1 and the PS2 era. I remember those people, and Square was like, oh no, those people who don't like our game. Well, I guess that's our new target audience. Let's throw our entire OG target audience under the bus forever and try unsuccessfully to get these people's attention for the rest of all time. And it still hasn't happened after 25 years. You know what I mean? Like, FF16 is the ultimate example of just turning your back on your own foundational combat for like 25 years, and it's sold like, what, 3-4 million copies? Whereas Devil May Cry 5, on the other hand, never threw away its foundational combat. It always just kept building and building and building on that same style of gameplay, adding to, tweaking, quality of life, refining, until you got Devil May Cry 5. Devil May Cry 5 sold 12 million copies as of today, and FF16 can't even crack 5 mil. That's the difference between a game series that keeps building upon its formula and a game series that throws away its foundational combat and hits the randomizer button every single time it makes a new game, which it's been doing since FF12 onwards. It's just pathetic. It's just a sad state of affairs with FF. And I don't think they'll ever learn. I'm sorry, I don't think they'll ever learn. Like, Expedition 33, you can't ask for a bigger sign from the universe than that. That FF should go turn-based again. And what did we get? A tweet from one of Square Enix's directors saying that, oh, the parry system in E33 shows that people want action games more. It's like, if that's the lesson you learn from E33, I'm sorry, but with all due respect, you're never gonna learn. Ever. Not in a billion years. Like, it's just not gonna happen. So, Final Fantasy's, dead, I guess, ladies and gentlemen. It's done. Can't wait for FF17 to be a bad Devil May Cry mixed with a bad Dynasty Warriors, but with, like, more focus on a parry system now. That's probably what it's gonna be, if they say anything like that. It's just, it's crazy. It's actually crazy, man. So, is that the actual tweet? Let's have a look at it. Let's see if we can find it. It was doing the rounds on Twitter the other day. Fuck. I think I may have quote tweeted it. God, I've done a lot of these. Ah, yes. Ahem. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth director Naoki Hamaguchi recently shared his thoughts on the future of RPG combat systems. He said that games like Clair Obscur Expedition 33, quote, may have been inevitable, unquote, as newer players increasingly prefer real-time gameplay over traditional turn-based combat. It's like... oh, that's the lesson. That's the lesson he learned from E33. That, yes, Final Fantasy should stay action. And, instead of doing turn-based. It's like, I don't know what else to say, man. I don't know what else to say. According to Hamaguchi, many younger players grew up with fast-paced action games and online multiplayer titles, which has changed the expectations for modern RPGs. No, it didn't. No one who is playing, like, Street Fighter is... No one who's playing like Call of Duty or all these or Fortnite or Marvel Rivals is thinking like, yes, Persona, Metaphor, that should just be like a shit Devil May Cry. That should just be like a hack and slash. It's just this conversation isn't happening, man. As a result, more developers are moving towards action-focused combat systems that feel faster and more interactive. At the same time, he made it clear that turn-based RPGs are not disappearing. It's like just missing the point 101. It's crazy. Poor Final Fantasy can't catch a break. I mean, you're not wrong. So, isn't it? It's kind of brain-melting to read this tweet, isn't it? It's like you almost can't believe what you're reading. And the thing is, right, the problem with modern Final Fantasy's action combat is that it's just mid when you compare it to real action games like Devil May Cry 5 or Dark Souls. You know what I mean? Like, in a vacuum, it's not the worst thing in the world. In the vacuum, FF16 or whatever, FF7 Remake, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it just pales in comparison to real action games. And FF15, don't make me laugh, man. Like, come on, man. Just come on. Hold down circle to make Noctis just do combos endlessly. Come on, guys. Come on. So, yeah. It's brutal, man. What is this statement? I don't know. It's like reading a politician's statement or something, man. Anyway, I will make this into a clip. Follows up from Convo earlier. It's nuts, right? It almost hurts the brain to read this, and that's why I quote tweeted it, and I just said, look, man, here's how bad things are. Imagine if all FF17 did was use FF10's turn-based combat system. Like, that's it. No parries, no QTE attacks, just that system. And adjust that to a new story, new characters. That alone would make gaming news. And that alone would dominate the JRPG market. It just would. Man, it just would. That alone would reignite interest among OG FF fans who gave up a long time ago. They gave up on the series a long time ago. Even if the story sucks and even if its characters are bloated and boring and cringe, that alone would just, it's the thing that no one expects them to do. It would just, that alone would make news. That's how far Final Fantasy has fallen. Something as simple as that would be enough to make headlines. Yeah, Kupo. And then one guy, I did get into a silly argument with one guy, but you know what, I was just bored. So, where was it? Was it in here? Is this where the argument stemmed from? So explain the failure of Metaphor. I don't actually think Metaphor is a failure. But it sold like, what, 3 million copies or something? Not too many. And I should have put that in here, but I just said it's not really a failure, but it's an anime game, and the anime aesthetic does not have the same universal appeal as realistic 3D, despite being turn-based. And that said, I still want to stream it. I think it looks interesting. Then explain Yakuza, Infinite Wealth. Don't know anything about it. What else do we have here? We had a few people who annoyed. That alone shows you have no idea what you're talking about. Persona 5 exists. Anime PFPs love to bring up this game, and so my answer is, well, Persona 5 took 10 years to sell 10 million copies. Expedition 33 sold 8 million copies in 1 year. All right? Okay, that's the difference between the appeals of realistic 3D and the anime aesthetic. Okay, there's a difference between a juggernaut within its niche, Persona 5, which got so big within its niche that actually bled outside of it and had some mainstream appeal, and a game like Expedition 33 that breaks out of that niche on day one. It fucking did. On day one, it broke out. All these people who would never ever play a turn-based anime game all played E33. That's the difference. And I'm not saying that one's better or worse. I'm not saying you can't prefer Persona 5. You can, by all means. But the anime aesthetic does not have the universal appeal that you think it does. And I say this as an anime fan myself. Like, you know, I've been around. The original post is arguing that FF needs to go back to its turn-based roots to dominate the RPG market, and you don't like the examples provided because they're anime. It's like, no, I'm explaining the difference in the appeals. Bro, FF is the most anime as it gets. Turn-based won't fix it. Bad games are bad. That's it. What are you saying here? But all right, here's my response. FF is the most anime as it gets. I mean, look, you can argue that all you want. It's anime influenced. We all know that. You can argue that all you want, but you can't change this one fact. And that fact is that people who would never touch an anime game in their entire life will still play Final Fantasy. All right? That's how you know they're different. And also, I never said that FF not being turn-based was its only problem. Its storytelling sucks too. It needs to fix both, man. It needs to fix both. You do realize that we can still read your original tweet. That alone would dominate the JRPG market, even if its story is a bloated mess and characters are boring and cringe. Your main take is wrong. That's why we are replying to you to explain how wrong you are. It's like, yes, everyone can read my main tweet. Most people understood it. You didn't. But with all due respect, oh yeah, and with all due respect, you don't even see how Final Fantasy and anime games are different. Silly me! To which I responded with, couldn't help myself here.
Everyone's a winner!
Yeah, absolutely stupid. In other words, just another day on Twitter. Just another day on Twitter. Yeah, so, yeah, this is the only turn-based combat I have left, guys. It's all I got left. So, Metaphor is amazing. You should definitely play it. You know what? Already doing it. So, what else? And then this guy also got really angry with me. Let's see what he says. It's kind of funny. Where does this guy get angry with me? Sorry, chat. I know you love all this, I know you love these turn-based combat arguments. Where were we? This guy? Did he delete it? Please tell me you didn't delete it. What? I think there's... Aha! Yes! I found it.
Literally, Final Fantasy has always been heavily influenced by anime. Even FF9, with the highest critical score, has the most anime aesthetic possible. No, it doesn't. No, a game like Persona or Metaphor or Xenoblade has a much more anime aesthetic than FF9. FF9 feels like, I don't know, like Spirited Away mixed with Final Fantasy. It's kind of like its own thing. It kind of looks like its own thing. And I don't think like Uwu Sugoi Spy X Family when I see FF9. Has the most anime aesthetic possible. The problem with Final Fantasy is not turn-based combat. Yes, it is. Actually, yes, it is. It's not the only problem, but it's a major one. And yes, Final Fantasy is influenced by anime, but that doesn't make it anime. Because people who never play anime games will still play Final Fantasy, and you know this. You know this, man. Here we go. If there were an FF9 remake, do you think the graphics would be fully realistic? FF7 Rebirth has the second highest rated score in the franchise, yet you still say the franchise problem is turn-based. That is an absurd level of ego and blindness. And you can see I'm starting to run out of patience at this point. I'm like, look, if you need reviews to tell you what to think in 2026, I don't know what to say. I guess Mixtape is better than FF7 Rebirth because it got 10 out of 10s across the board. Mixtape is better than Rebirth. Think about that. Also, I don't think FF7 Rebirth's combat is the worst thing in the world, but I don't think it's anything special either. I really don't, chat. I don't. It's not my main complaint about the game. It's actually not. But I don't think Rebirth combat is this untouchable god tier system that is the best thing ever. I don't think it is. I don't think it's that good. But I don't think it's that bad either. I think it's mid when you compare it to real action games like Devil May Cry 5 or Souls. In fact, it was insane. Devil May Cry 5's combat was so fun I couldn't stop playing it. And I was even tempted to play it again after I'd beaten it twice. That's fucking nuts, man. That doesn't normally happen with me. Believe it or not, I don't think FF7 Remake's biggest problem is its combat. And we all know what I think its biggest problems are. You know these clips, the rude ball bar comparison, the singing lady in Nibelheim, Gus being a huge asshole down in Corel prison, and the infamous Red 13's voice. And there's more than just that. There's a lot more than just that. A lot more than just that. These are just the shortest, easiest ones to post on Twitter. I also have 2 to 3 hour shot-by-shot comparisons of entire scenes from FF7 Remake and Rebirth, Shinra building, Eris's death, Dine's death, Cloud's flashback, going to Nibelheim with Cat Sith box throwing, and so on and so forth. All right, if FF7 Remake Rebirth was actually just like faithful in terms of story, characters, and vibe, yeah, it would be a whole different story. Then maybe I'll be complaining about the combat. But the story changes are so bad that I don't even think about the combat that much. How bad is that? I don't need reviews to know if a game is good. Unlike you, I actually platinumed Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Maybe you should do that before talking nonsense. I mean, there was nothing I could do there but offer my condolences. I was like, I actually platinumed Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm so sorry to hear that. Because that means you had to look at this guy and this asshole for a really long time. Notice the Ubisoft tower in the background. It's like, oh my god, man. Oh, I love how he had to respond twice because he was so angry. Just the fact that you compare Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to Devil May Cry proves that you understood absolutely nothing about the game's combat. You don't know the difference between hack and slash and action RPG. Just another hater trapped in your own ignorance. To which I had to say,
oh, don't say that. Oh.
No, I do know the difference between Devil May Cry 5 and FF7 Rebirth's combat. Also, this hack and slash and action RPG, like, FF7 Remake is quite widely regarded, even by the devs themselves, as being a hybrid of hack and slash, and then they have that ATB bullet time slow-mo thing. It is a hybrid between hack and slash and that.
Devil May Cry is a specific form of hack and slash. It's more like stylish combat, if that makes any sense. But it's got like the style meter and all these things in place that de-incentivize you, or what is it? They incentivize you to constantly use different moves all the time and play in like a cool way, especially if you're Virgil. Virgil's aura farming meter is amazing to me, but that's hyper specific and only his character has that. So, yeah. These guys need to get a life? Well, I mean, I'm not one to talk because I'm the one sitting arguing with them. But, I mean, maybe both of us do. But I don't know. I could do this all day. I enjoy arguing for its own sake because you never know what they're gonna say next. You never know what goalpost. You never know where they're gonna shift the goalpost to next. You know. And it also refines your own arguments and stuff. FF16 literally has the combat director from Devil May Cry 5. What are you talking about? Clearly, what FF16 is an action RPG, and Devil May Cry 5 is a hack and slash. What are you talking about? Completely different genres. They're not even in the same universe. What do you mean? It doesn't matter that Clive has basically the shit versions of all the same moves from DMC5, such as Nero's Hyper Beam, or Stinger, or a number of other things as well. You're crazy. You're crazy if you don't see them as completely different genres. It was actually crazy when I was playing DMC5, how many times I did a move with Nero or Dante or whatever, and I'm like, I've seen Clive do this move, but like a worse version. When I streamed FF16 for the first time. And we did shot-by-shot comparisons, and it was nuts, man. It was crazy. They will only agree if I platinum FF7 Rebirth. See, that's the problem, chat. I'm only allowed to argue with this guy once I platinumed FF7 Rebirth first. And only then can I return to this debate. It's just so dumb. The thing is, even if I did, they would just like move the goalpost again. So don't argue with modern FF fans because you actually want to convince anyone or make a point. Just do it for practice. Just consider it like labbing in Tekken or labbing in Devil May Cry 5. It's like you just use it to refine your arguments, get better with words, see what new bizarre arguments they're going to throw at you next. And it was not gonna lie, it was rather brain melting arguing with these guys. At times I'm like, wait, what? Where have you even moved the goalpost to now, or what have you switched at this point? But I would do it anyway, just because it's fun. So, and you know what? Why don't we make this a YouTube video? Because why not? It's a free country. You know what? Hey, you know what? You guys wanted my attention? Guess what? You got my attention. Let's make this a YouTube video. This whole because Twitter wars are always quite funny. So, let's see, that started here. Dun, 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 dun. Probably start at the tweet beginning. There we go. All right, there we go. So I know it's a bit of a tangent from Metaphor, but I thought that at the very least, you guys might enjoy that, especially this Chadley meme, which is just the best thing ever. Someone asked if I found Expedition as... Hang on, let's come back here. Someone asked if I found Expedition 33 as good as Rebirth in the mentions. You're seeing this, I have real rage bait. It's what I have here. Thank you for the legendary game. Oh, yeah. That was under Sandfall. God, this is ages ago, celebrating the 1 year of E33. What do we have here? But is it as good as Rebirth? Nah, this guy's just messing around. This guy's totally messing around. You can tell. But that's still funny. That's still funny. Alright, I'm gonna read some fucking charts and we'll continue. This is a Metaphor stream, True Pet. Look, it's my stream. It's always gonna come back to that at some point. So... I shatter their reality that FF7 Remake is the best game ever. The thing is, I should have no influence on them at all. You know what I mean? Like, do you have any idea how often I see people just like strawman and rip on and insult Claire Obscure Expedition 33? But that doesn't ruin the game for me, because it's my own opinion. it's weird to me that they can only think a game is good if no one else is criticizing it. With all due respect, that kind of is the sign of a weak mind. And that sounds really harsh, but I don't know how else to describe it. Like, if you need everyone else, if you need other people to, like, say something is good for you to think it's good, or if you can't think something's good if other people say it's bad, who are you, man? Who's piloting this at the end of the day? You or other people? So, anyway, I'm gonna read some of this. If only they could remake 15 Jersey. Oh god, how are you even gonna do that? So, they hated him because he spoke the truth 1500. I'm just saying what I think. You can't judge a game unless you 100% it. It's like when people say you can't judge this book or this text unless you read it in the original language. It's just a time-wasting tactic. You know what I mean? Well, I'm gonna learn a whole another language just so I can read this one book so I can win an argument with you. And then they're just gonna say you misread it, you misinterpreted it. It's like, what's the fucking point, man? It's just stupid. It's just dumb. Welcome in, Kaiji boy. I'm enjoying Metaphor so far. I'm enjoying streaming it, so. How did Twitter become such a cesspool of negativity and stupidity? I don't know. But I think it's always been that way. I think it's always been that way. Stupid people always bring you down to your level. They will, but here's the thing. You have to enjoy arguing like a stupid person, which I do. You can see how at the end of all those arguments, I end up just responding with a red 13 going, ha, everyone's a winner. Like, I like to try and argue like a normal person and, you know, a mature adult, but the option to argue like a complete fucking idiot is always there. And if they're gonna be an idiot, you can be an idiot too. But I'll give them the benefit of a doubt, you know? I'll at least try to, you know, talk to them like an adult at first. Until they prove that they're incapable of that. Until they do otherwise. Indie... Hang on, I want to read this. Panasar, you saw an FF16 online that you never knew they existed. They claim it's the best FF in the series and you don't understand how bad their take is. No, they exist. They exist. FF16 Andes exist. They're just very rare. They're just very, very rare. They're even rarer than FF15 Andes, who, believe it or not, are actually a thing. So, alright. Always good to have a stacked meme folder for when they resort to slinging insults. Do you have any idea? I do. I literally have a meme folder on my own phone, specifically for arguing about modern FF. And if they're just really mean to me, I always post the red 13, like, "Aw, don't say that." Like, it's just like the best response to anyone being mean to you. So yeah. Alright, enough fucking about. You restarted FF6 and you're loving every second of it? Nice, nice. I would love to stream that again someday as well. So, as someone who's completed Metaphor skin, I will love this game. It's cool so far, Monotone. I don't really have any major complaints about it so far, but I'm also really early in. Like, really early in. So... Just 1 second, chat. It's time for the Joestar family secret technique. Run away! I don't want to fight him, he's too strong and I couldn't stun him first. I am the storm that runs away. Also, what's up, Chris Blink? You enjoy Metaphor? Yeah, I need to see where the story goes. I want to see how intense these bad guys get, so... Sad. ATLUS games are always 90 to 120 hour marathon. How far am I through this game so far? 2%? 5%? Surely I'm 50% of the way through the game, right? Hey, you see that room over there? The manga feels less dense there compared to the rest of this place. 1%! Is that so? I don't feel anything. I thought it was just a feeling, but now I can see it. It's like the manga hollows out just for that room. Oi, back in the Sanctum, I learned that fairies are natural adepts at sensing maga. It's safe to assume that Gallica is no exception.
Well, maybe we can get some rest in there. Why don't we head inside?
It's not a bad idea. We should catch our breath before continuing. 2%. 4%. Oh, fuck. This does seem like an ideal place to rest. I'm just wondering why the maga's thinner here.
I couldn't tell you much. It's just, like, a feeling I get.
There's varying intensity to the maga that floats through the air. For example, think of it like steam, or smoke, or like a doob that they smoke in mixtape. It seems not much could seep into this room. A maga hollow, if you will. Even your igniters won't work well in here. A maga hollow seems as good a term as any, and all the better if Gallica can sense him.
You could say that. I mean, it's easier to spot a big absence of maga when the air around it is flooded with the stuff.
The beasts seem loath to approach as well. Let's catch our wee breath here while we still can.
In dungeons, you'll find places called Maga Hollows, which can be used as resting points. Here, you can safely speak with your allies, record your travels, or visit academia. I see, it's like a mini, like, campsite in... This is kind of chill. So, like, mini campsites inside of dungeons. Okay. You'll have this 100% in 10 days. I hope you're right. 2%? You can't tell me it's 2%.
Smoking a doob. Alright, let's make a record. Ooh, I see my game. Talk to my allies.
This tunnel is just crawling with monsters, isn't it? The maga is really dense as well. I never imagined it would be this dangerous.
Indeed, it's nothing like what we were told. Grius, are you familiar with this place? I don't know of any concrete details, my wee laddie, but I can tell you these monsters, they were not here the last time I passed through.
So you're saying these monsters are the result of this thick maga?
Well, I mean, if there's any reason for it, I can only assume it's the workings of maga. But there's no point in speculating. We just focus on fulfilling the mission. We'll keep moving once we've gotten some rest.
It's not very dialogue efficient, is it, this game? It's actually not. Okay, let's go. There's a lot of dialogue where not a lot is really being said or anything that important, and there's a bit of repetition. But that's kind of like a whatever sitting down thing. It only gets worse. Wow, Status Massacre. That really fills me with joy and motivation. Dialogue efficiency is why you bounced off this game? Fuck. Well, just gonna have to work with it.
Dude, what's going on here? There's like monsters everywhere. And doesn't the air feel off? How the fuck are you here? Have you been following us? Well, I considered returning to the Grand Trad. I reckon passing through here would be like a shortcut, and it felt safe considering that, you know, you lot took this way as well. Seems foolish in hindsight. There's something back up ahead. Mark my words. I think I'll head back after I smoke a doob. But you're continuing on this way, I take it. If there's anything you need, I'll be here before I set off.
I think we should sell some shit. And I think we need to buy more healing items, because we were getting absolutely fucked earlier. So, if one has some depth, and it makes you more immersed in other personas, Divine, yeah. Persona 5 seems padded at times. Well, I mean, no one's going to say that game is efficiently written, even if it's good.
I think there's enough of a sign to cut my ties to, well, illicit mining. Once I return to Grand Trad, I'll get a new venture up and running, bro. You lot take care too. I reckon you'll have a lot going on, but I wish you the best of luck.
Alright, let's buy something. It's just JRPG dialogue, nothing surprising compared to Western games. See, that's the thing, Kuro. It wasn't always that way. It wasn't that way with classic Final Fantasy all the way up to 10. And it's only once you get to FF12 that you get, like, true dialogue bloat and boring storytelling and inefficiency.
It was always efficient. 10, 9, 7, 8's kind of like just a mixed bag. It's kind of loses the plot after disc 1, but it kind of comes back a bit at disc 3. 8's a bit of a mess story-wise. But in the PS1, PS2 games, you couldn't make a game where people would say, oh, it gets good in 40 hours. Or it gets good in 20 hours. You couldn't do that back then. It had to be good from the first second. And it had to keep being good. You know what I mean? Obsidian, thank you for the $2 super chat. What are my thoughts on Persona 5 Royale? I haven't played it yet, but I am interested in streaming it one day. And I'll get a sense of how long Persona 5 might be from how long this game is. So that'll be interesting. Yeah. FF Tactics was not bloated, neither was Chrono Trigger. Chrono Cross, again, is a mess, and that's where you see some problems of modern JRPGs come in. Like, they just don't know how to explain the story through active dialogue, through a show-don't-tell philosophy, so they just have some guy show up in the middle end and he just tells you what's going on in like 60 chat boxes. It's bad. Yeah. Talking for the sake of talking. You like when there's dialogue that actually adds to the lore instead of just filler. That's why I made that short. The only dialogue, one rule that all dialogue has to follow, is it either needs to move the story forward or it needs to develop character. And that's it. Nothing else. Now, I made a short about that, and there's all these like people trying to like argue that there's other things. Oh, and if it can do both, that's amazing. Move story forward and develop character. But there's all these people saying like, no, what about to build the world? To world build? It's like, no, wrong. Because if you have dialogue just to do world building, it just becomes exposition. It just becomes, here's the history of the land 500 years ago for 40 chat boxes. Sorry, wrong. You can do that while it's doing 1 and 2. Developing character and moving the story forward. You can build the world through that. There's other people who say, to tell a joke. Again, wrong. You can do that through 1 and 2. You can move the story forward with dialogue in a funny way. You can develop character in a funny way. Characters sitting around just making a joke that has no purpose? Wrong. Unless it's like a spoof movie like Aeroplane from 1970 or Naked Gun or Hot Shots, where literally everything is like a gag, but that's very different. That's kind of its own thing. And even then, they're still using the jokes to move the story forward. What else? And then there's someone else like, no, not 1 or 2. There's a third way to use dialogue. To entertain. Again, wrong. If you're when you write dialogue to move the story forward or develop character and it's not entertaining, you are a bad writer. All right? That's it. You're a bad writer. It's just that people don't get it. The only time you can get away with exposition is if you make it so entertaining that you just get away with it. That's it. Like the opening of Lord of the Rings. The world is changing. The rings were made and given to the elves and the dwarves, and they put the rings in their cocks, and then Sauron, he cut their cocks off. All right, that's when you get away with it. But they only kind of do that like once in the whole film. Or The Matrix, where every time Morpheus explains to Neo what the Matrix is, it's just really entertaining. It's all exposition, but he makes it so cool that you get away with it. So, people don't get this, and I'll say it for one last time before we move on. Every line of dialogue in a story needs to either move the story forward or develop character, or do both. And if it doesn't do that, it's bad dialogue. Period. And I know what you're going to say next. What about Quentin Tarantino movies, Royale with Cheese, and all this? Again, that's developing character. That's telling you about who John Travolta and Sam Jackson are. In the stories they tell, how they tell it, how they respond to it, how they respond to this information, their opinions on that, their reaction. It's character development. Yeah. I like that one, Iron Prox. Good exposition defends itself. Bad exposition exposes itself. I like that. That's good. I'm using that. I'm stealing that in future. So anyway. Because I get so many people trying to like be smartasses with their counter arguments in that short, and it's like, no. You are just, with all due respect, you are wrong. Alright, let's have a look at this. What do we have here? Ice Chunk. A magic stone used for cold storage that repels heat, deals 100 ice damage to one enemy. Thermos Ointment. Cures burn. You only have 5 total. Whoopsies! We're also going to get... Let's say 1 more. Actually, hang on, can I get other... Oh! Probably should have checked the rest of his stuff. He's not just an item salesman. Well, in that case, let's get... the Pilgrim's Cloak. The Bone Vest. The Boner Vest. Let's get that for you. We'll get one of these. Only for you. A Bicocket. Miner's Gauge. Whoa! Ubo. That's just in the tight thinking process. What do we mean here? What they teach in school? Well, the thing is, they teach it in school because no one follows this rule. Even the classics, you'll find classics that don't follow that rule, and I think they honestly suffer for it at times. Yes, I am actually criticizing some of the classics of Western literature. Look, I think they're amazing books, but you can't bully me into thinking they're perfect, and they're not, you know. They're legendary, and they're better than anything I've ever made and ever will, but that doesn't mean I have to think that they're all perfect. For example, I don't think Lord of the Rings needs 40 pages of Tom Bombadil singing about the hey, derry, dole, the merry dillo, the willow wee, the Mr. Tree, here comes my wife, and here's a bife, and cooking the muffins, and here's the ruffins, and here comes the willow, and down the river, here's the pibber, I'm Tom Bombadil, for 40 fucking pages. I don't think that was entirely necessary, okay? Yes, thank you for putting it in, but there's a reason that got cut from the movies, so... and I think Lord of the Rings are some of the best books I've ever read. So, what else do we have? Let's get these. Let's do more damage. 2. For you. And you. There we go, boys. There we go. Who's Tom Bombadillo, the Rillo, Magillo, Mawillo, Masibilla, now? We also need better swords for these guys as well. They're doing shit damage. So, can I sell anything? Oh, wait, hang on. I may have some dog shit that no one's wearing. Can I see who's equipped this? You've all equipped that. You're wearing that. No accessories. You're wearing that, you're wearing that. Well! I did cut my hair, yeah. That's your favorite part? No, it's not. Goldberry? I'll tell you what, Goldberry is turbo hot, though. I imagine Tom Bombadil's wife is super hot. Much obliged, dude. Safe journeys, bro! So... perfect can't be genius. But to be genius, you need to take risks. And risks can't be perfected because of the risk. I like that phrase. That's good. I'm stealing that. That's a good one. Yeah. The funny thing is, I've just started the Two Towers now. I'm listening to Andy Serkis read the Two Towers from Lord of the Rings. It just gets to the point straight away. Like, Fellowship has a lot of fluff, to be perfectly honest. Great book, but it kind of just is a lot of setting up. Two Towers, it's like, bam, we start with Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli chasing the orcs. Alright, and then bam, we cut to the orcs with Merry and Pippin. And, like, that's actually quite a long segment. The movie is quite quick in that part. It goes on for quite a while in the books. Then bam, Merry and Pippin are hanging out with Treebeard. And it's just really, it's so interesting. It's like Tolkien turned up the gas in Two Towers. It's fucking awesome, man. It's actually really, really good. But getting there from Fellowship is quite tough. It's quite tough. Ponto, welcome in, your dog. How you doing, mate? Guys, follow my man Ponto. He likes our wee bit of modern Final Fantasy himself. And he also knows Persona. He knows all these games much better than me. Wait! Something is amiss. Something feels really wrong further in. It might be what I was sensing. Unfortunately, you wee fairy. We got no choice but to press on, regardless of what lies ahead. I'm gonna open it! Are you ready, boys? No. Well, we'll go in as soon as you're ready, alright?
So let me just check our status for a wee second. We're all at max health and we don't have a lot of MP. I think we're ready. I think we're ready. Can't believe. What do you mean? I'm playing the game. I'm playing the game for like 8 hours, 7 hours. So let's do it.
Alright, let's fucking do this, boys. Let's go!
God, that's really off.
I can see the glow of a strange crystal, and an even stranger monster in front of it. What the fuck is that? I've never seen anything like it, and I just turned into Ifrit last summer. That's a crystal of Rhoag. It feels wrong somehow. Oh, fuck's sake. Nah, remember, they say in the lands beyond mortal reach, great spires of crystal stand, and anyone who might touch them is driven mad.
But I mean, that's all just superstition though, right? Still, this thing is giving off a really nasty aura.
Ah! I'm a human! Ah! That's no ordinary monster. Some kind of human. Ah!
The way it's moving, it's like it's protecting the crystal.
Here it comes, boys! Let's do this! Ah! Hello, I'm a human! Ah!
Oh, okay. Let's go. How's the game, Liliot? After 7 hours, I'm nearly 1% into the tutorial. Agree on the Tom Bombadil bit? That's the thing. And I don't mean to disrespect Tolkien at all. He's a fucking genius. He's like one of the greatest minds in the history of literature. But the 40-page Tom Bombadil segment sucks. I'm sorry. Like, with all due respect, people quit Fellowship because of that part. That's how you know it's bad. Anyway, enough fucking about. Please don't attack me, Lord of the Rings Andes. Love the work.
Let's do this. Shanku!
Oh, what's this? Heat up. Increases physical attack by 10%. Attack increases further if archetypes of the same lineage are present. Hang on. Whoa. I've got 2 warriors. So heal up. This is actually buffing both of us, eh? And it's a passive, so I can't even use it. Woo! Landon, welcome in. Welcome in. Let's do this.
Shanku, diagonal slash! Right.
Oh! Star Platinum. What is this one? Increases one ally's attack for 3 turns. Let's do it on
Grius.
Torakuja! Enemy turn. What are you gonna do?
Hyper! Ah, I'm a human!
Front row is being targeted. Hold on. Front row is being targeted. If I put them all on back row, does that mean he's just gonna completely whiff his attack? He'll completely miss it? Alright, let's find out. Let's give it a go. Alright.
Oh!
Let's... Okay. Okay.
Tarakuja!
Let's give it to you. Question with this move, right? Increases one ally's attack for 3 turns. Does that stack? Can I make one character absolutely ridiculous? You can tank it to your face or get away like a coward. I'm scared. I'm a coward. It doesn't stack. Okay. Let's put it on you then. Every buff goes for 3 stages. It doesn't stack, it just lasts longer. I'm getting, mixed messages from chat here. Right now. Alright, I'm just gonna give it to you. Strohl! See, you're saying it stacks, others are saying it doesn't. Bonfire of the Vanities. Okay. See, here's the problem, chat. Nope, no stacks. It does stack. It's just... You see what I mean? I'm new, I don't know. Okay, now you're all saying it stacks. Alright, cool. I don't know if he's gonna do that again. But if he does, I might be able to survive it. Diagonal Slush! Ooh, that's a big hit. Hello there, boys. Let's do this. Oh! And just in case, let's keep stacking it. Yeah. I'm gonna stay in the back row. Are you gonna AoE us? Oh, fuck. Ooh, I can still fuck you up though. Ooh, how much damage is that gonna do? Ah! Oh yeah? Well, I've been buffed twice. How many times does it stack? It stacks up to 3 times. Okay, cool. Let's see how much a double stack does. That's okay, because his defense is buffed. Alright. More! Let's do this. What are you gonna do? Bot. That's okay. My attack returned to normal. It's over. Oh, I'm a sad panda. Diagonal Slush! Alright. Triple boost. Fuck! This thing is intense, bro. This is rough. I think we should keep buffing Grius. Is there a way to know if Grius' buff has worn off? Like, it will stack and it will extend his turn? So he should have triple and, like, a really long set of turns? Oh, here we go, Remedy. Using the same buff or debuff consecutively pushes the stat modification. Recasting it will refresh the duration of the effect. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna do something completely insane. A casual dad gamer, thank you for the $10 super chat. You love saying Metaphor. Finally played through it and beat it last year. Great game. Are you planning on Subnautica 2 and EA? I'll wait till the full version of Subnautica 2 is out. I heard they've changed some stuff. Like, you're not allowed to kill fish anymore because violence is bad. I thought I was playing Subnautica 2. Not The Last of Us 2. I don't know. But maybe it's still fun. Who knows? Maybe it's like... The thing is, I still think Subnautica 1 is more than enough, man. I think it's like kind of... I think Subnautica 1 is like one of the rare perfect games out there. I couldn't really think of how you would do a sequel on it at all. When the buff flashes, it means it will disappear next turn. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Alright. Let's do this instead. Medicinal herb. On... you. Oh, fuck. Front row is being targeted. Alright. I will just do this then. Let's heal up, boys. He's here for a reason. You too. Archetype. Tarakuja!
Ah, so now it's flashing. That means I'm going to lose it next turn. That's what it means, right? Spook of the Dube! Okay, let's get you up. Grius, you're our big boy. Okay, this is cool. I'm learning. Great job, everyone. Talk about a close call, Uwu. Alright, you fucking minge. Welcome to hell! Diagonal slush! Watch this. Diagonal slash triple buffed. Fuck you. And you know what? Just because I don't like you, fuck you. Oh, that's pathetic. Oh no, what's he gonna do? Uh-oh. Gabot. No! He's dead! I'm fucking dead! It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. We can sort this out. Whee! That's why we bought these, alright? That's why we bought the revive medicine. Okay? It's important. I'm back. Fuck. You. This thing is quite tough, man. Okay. Oh, fuck, his attack is back to normal? Ooh, this is tough. If the main dies, everyone dies. No, it's not Persona. He's still alive. We're still here. Hold the line, chat. This is really intense. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Get up. Back row. Medicine. Keep Sebby alive. Bro! What? Why is he get so why is he getting so many attacks in a row? I'm not getting it. You can't dodge a parry? Does this look like Claire obscure to you? I'm walking here. Yeah. I forgot to rev. When you hit a weakness, you get an extra turn. Oh, he's hitting my weakness. Oh. Oh. Okay, I got an idea. Get up. But I got 2 left. Let's try something. Ooh! Well, we'll use that in a second. Let's do this. Oh! I hit their weak spot! Stone pleasure him! So I do! Right in the weak spot again. Is that good to double up the weak spot? Is that good? Seeker is weak against fire. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's sort this out then. Everyone, it's time to heal up. You. Bam. You. Heal. We're all in the back row. You. Heal. Alright. We're gonna fuck them up. This is the first truly challenging fight in the whole game. Not truly, but this seems like you need to sort of know what you're doing a bit. I see. Psych! Oh, fuck, that's rubbish! Come on, come on, come on. Diagonal slash. It's okay, we can out of this. Welcome to hell, motherfucker! Yeah! Nailed it! Holy shit! That was actually, despite the fact that that had 0 parries at all, that was really intense, man. That was actually quite intense. I really had to sit down and not fuck that up. Oh my god, that was a good fight. That was actually a good... This really nukes the whole turn-based is boring argument, doesn't it? I mean, if you think it's boring, go ahead and fight that and see if you can win. That's, yeah. You put a mage on? I accidentally bought warrior for this guy as well. I didn't know! I should have had a mage, yeah. So... Welcome to Shin Megumi Tensei. You can't fuck up. No, that was good because I was having to consider every single turn. E33 is a weird hybrid where you do have to consider every turn, but you do have the option to basically be invulnerable if you're good enough at parrying. But you have to learn the parries, all right? Easier said than done. It's easier said than done, man. So, and we're still in the tutorial. Oh, God help me. So this is what to... This is good, man. This doesn't feel, easy like a classic FF fight does. Which they are, for the most part. Simply because they're old, you know, they're like 90s games, you know, and we're in 2026. So, this feels like it's souped up, man. This feels stepped up. So, yeah, we'll get mage after this, because we shouldn't just do 2 warriors. So... I got a Marga potion. Let's go. Whoa. Who should be the mage, though? This guy's strength is so good. I feel like I've just been... Can I reset my stats? Because I feel like I've been wasting them if I've been putting them into strength instead of magic. Or it'd be a waste to put mage on this dude. I don't know. Two warriors is bad party balance? Yeah. Main character is a jack of all trades? Would I be wasting it? Should I put it into magic or not? You reckon stick with strength for now? No downsides to getting multiple jobs. Magic isn't a bad focus for your main. Well, I feel like, they gave Strohl... What's this? The thing is, you know what? Maybe we can make someone else a mage instead. We're already here. Fuck it. Let's go. Your magic is okay. New skill. Heat up. Very nice. Okay. Alright. Thank you for not spoiling. Appreciate that. Ooh, woo. What is this crystal? By my guess, the monsters were drawn to its aura. We shouldn't leave something so sinister just lying around. Whee! More questions than answers, but yeah, you know, there's no time to ponder it. Let's fuck off. Have a look at you. How are you, Grius? What are your stats? Your magic is 8. Your strength is 15? Fuck. What are you, Strohl? Strohl, you're okay as well. Okay. But I can't learn magic until I go to... I don't know, whatever one of those things, right? Like a bonfire or something. Still streaming, babe? I've only been streaming 8.5 hours. These are rookie numbers, mate. Right? These are baby numbers for my stream. You reckon make the old man a mage? Well, he's got better magic than everyone else, but he's got better attack as well. It's a really bad makeup for a party with no mage, isn't it? Can I just go back? I can just go back to that sort of thing, right? How many Marga points do I have? Oh, I've got 1,400. All right. We'll sell that. Aha! Yes. Okay, I can buy some mage here. All right. 8 hours? 8 hours is nothing for me, mate. Let's take a little break, Ubu. Let's go to the academia. Take care of yourself, Freeze. Fuck. Right. Hello. Hang on. Do I study archetypes? Is that how I do this? Aha! Behold! Let's keep Strohl. What do you think? Should Grius be a mage or Strohl? Strohl got given warrior canonically, though, so that must be there for a reason. Read the mage's passive? Well, the mage passive, it gives you, it gives you, fuck, what's it called? MP for kills and stuff. Just to trigger the mage passive. Okay. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna be a mage. That's what you're gonna be. Yep, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I entrust you with this power. Arr, I'm a mage now, arr. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. O worthy heart, who tempers anxiety into strength, if thou art prepared to pursue knowledge that surpasses the natural logic of the world, I shall bestow upon thee the soul of a mage. The power of a mage. I'm grateful. There's no magic that would not master to achieve my mission. I'm never too old to learn, you fucking minge. Alright, we'll just turn you to that. Boop. You need 8,000 Marga for that, okay. And I will give mage to Sebby as well. We'll give you this as well, but we won't turn you into one, we'll just keep it. We'll have him be Seeker. Then again, we could just turn him into a mage for this one dungeon, because we are getting our asses handed to us, so... Do I want advice on getting a very good missable item? Yes, if that's the case, in this dungeon. So, yeah. Shit on the main character? We got both. For this dungeon, do you reckon... Is there a way I can get all my MP back? Is there a way I can just rest at this place? Or is that your MP for the whole dungeon, and you just fucked until the end? You can farm. So if I make him a mage, just by fighting, he will get MP back? Your MP is what you get for the whole dungeon. Got it, okay. Do you reckon it's a good idea to turn both my main character and Grius into mages for this one dungeon? They'll both learn the passive that way. It might be alright. I think that's what I should do. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Alright. I'm not fucking about then. Let's do this. 1 MP for every enemy you stun and kill. Okay, I understand that. You know what else I understand? Is that I'm gonna take a piss! First I'm gonna talk to this cat. No. Meow, I'm a cat. His fur is so soft and clean. Makes me curious how he takes care of it. Alright, we gave Billy a pat. I'm gonna take a piss. I might refill my whiskey. And I'll come back for more Metaphor streams. Also, Luke Bauer, thank you for that super chat. Yeah, be right back. All right, woo. You just oohed your last woo. Using the mage's magic recovers passively on the main character when you beat an enemy on the overworld. entire party gets MP back, so you can farm MP in a dungeon. The trick is to generally go to the earlier portions, defeat the low-level enemies, rest in the Marga Hollow, and come back. It's long, tedious, most reliable way to have MP in this game. Attack the enemies, stun them, let them recover, and defeat them without starting a battle. It's a long paragraph, and also thank you for the 100 bits, and I will absorb some of that and forget the rest. So, in other words, just bash heaps of enemies. Yeah. Change the title to Metaphor Skin. Thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. ATO Anders, thank you very much for the 50 months on Sebbywebz TV. I fucking appreciate that. Has no one made the pun Metaphor Skin before? It now just seems so obvious. It seems so obvious. Oh my god. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Whee! Are targeted gift subs blocked? No? What? I've never had anyone ask that before. Are you trying to gift subs to someone but it won't happen? It won't work? I don't know. I didn't even know that's a thing. Also, someone this stream gifted a sub to someone else, but I don't know if that was a random gifted sub or targeted one. I don't know. I don't know. So, that is something you're gonna figure out yourself. Devereaux, if you did that earlier, then they're not blocked. You know what, Fangiana? Sounds like a you problem. But it's alright, I'm sure you can figure it out on your end. My channel disabled that? Hang on. How do I even check whether targeted subs are disabled or not? Because I didn't even know where that is in the menu or how to turn that on or off. Aslan, welcome in. No, I don't even know where the setting is in Stream Manager to turn it on or off. I actually don't even know where that is. So, also Devereaux did it, so you're wrong. I don't know. Maybe they're just blocking. Maybe you're giving it to someone who's blocked you because they hate you because you're a terrible person. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just joking. I'm just memeing. I ignored your question, Hannah. What question? Where's Billy? Oh, it's midnight, so Billy's asleep. I'm sorry. Sorry, mate. We saw him earlier today. Yeah. You've enjoyed this game more than E33. Yeah, okay, buddy. Okay. Nah, that's alright. I'm just messing with you. Some people have receiving gift. Oh, well, Diara. No, Diara D. What Diara D said. I think you can actually do this. You can make it so other people cannot gift you a sub. I think, Fangiana, you're trying to gift a targeted sub to someone who doesn't want that to happen to them. And that's got nothing to do with my channel. And nothing to do with you either. That's just them, I think. So, Devereaux, thank you for gifting a sub to More Souls. See, it's not my fault. It's not your fault either. Just someone doesn't want a sub. And there's nothing you can do about it. Oh, actually, no. Let's just oversave this. There we go. No Midnight Billy. I'm sorry, guys. I'm fucking sorry, mate. That's all right. Now we know. I actually. Hey, Vic. Try a targeted gifted sub on Vic. See if it works on them. Just give it a go. See if it works. Just try gifting them a sub. So let's get out of here. Okay, actually, can I talk to them? Fuck, too late now. So, all right, now fucking about. Ooh, we're not healed up. How are my items right now? I think we're okay. Oh, actually, come here, you fuck. We need a few of these. Yeah, we need these. If I didn't have as many revives, I would have been fucked. Natavalar, thank you very much for the 11 months on Sebbywebz TV. Thank you. Appreciate that. Much obliged, dude. Safe journeys, bro. I played 7 hours and I'm still in the tutorial. Yeah, damn straight I am. We call this fast pacing for an ATLUS game. Here I go. Whee! Right. Ladies and gentlemen, watch this. Don't attack me, I don't have any magic. Hey, did you see that? Oh, fuck. What's that? Just look at the size of it. That's not something I'd hope to ever stumble upon. I'm afraid that's a wee dragon. A dragon? You mean those creatures from the legends? You mean those things that we should have saved the ice crystals for that we totally wasted on the last boss? Oh, fuck. Also, I've never seen one with my own eyes. Now I understand why the mine was closed. They must have dug right into this thing's roost, and I've no choice but to back off. This mine taps a magnificent vein of resources. Only something as terrible as a dragon could have forced them to abandon such a lucrative operation. Luck is on our side that we caught it slumbering like this. We can just slip past, continue forward. Well, that's almost a shame. It has all sorts of things in its little, well, I mean, it's rather big nest. I can sense something tinged with Marga as well. Dragons are ancient, and a strong Marga follows in their wake. Just the way it goes. And any so-called special item that you're sensing is bound to have its fill of it. Oh, fuck it. Why is that sentence hard to read? Any so-called special item you're sensing is bound to have its fill of it. That's a weird sentence. You're making it sound kind of appealing, but we're sure to end up in a fight if we try to take it. Don't make this decision lightly, Sebby. On that note, let's push on. Quietly now, and I do mean that. If we wake that thing up, we're in for the fight of our lives. But there's monsters around here too, Uwu. Aye, if they see us and cause a ruckus, we're fucked. Keep your distance from them as we make our way through. You understood? Then let's go. Alright. I've heard that if I beat this dragon, I win the game in 1 second. So no time like the present? Let's do this. Also, Fangiana, thank you for gifting a sub to Vic. Thank you. See, it works. It works. It works. You were just trying to gift it to someone who was blocking that happening to them. Okay, here we go. I am the storm that is approaching. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Something really cool. Oh, fuck's sake! On your guard! It's coming for us right now! Can't say I was expecting you to opt to fight it. You're either bloody bold or you're way too confident for your own good. Just so we're clear, slaying that thing is beyond you. Underestimating a dragon is the fastest way to get yourself killed. And unfortunately, this one's on the smaller side as dragons go. We might have a wee chance of driving it off. Keep an eye on its movements. Be ready for anything. If you sense it bracing to strike, stand your ground and shield yourself. Do not waste your lives in a place like this. Now go! Let's do this, boys! Fire Dragon Mauna. Drive back the Fire Dragon. That's my mission. Okay. Alright. Okay. I have 0 MP. But it's alright. Because let's see. Can we target it? No. There's no weaknesses either. Okay. What if I do this? Ice! Chunk! Weak! I've hit their weak spot, Uwu. What Weak fire magic. That's It's a dragon. I need ice magic. Alright. Ice. Chunkaroo! Ice chunk. Ooh. Okay, we keep getting more and more. Corrosive acid. Actually, no. Let's give you a Maga pill. But what's the point? I mean, we can't use any... We can't do anything. We just have... Farm MP for what? To use fire magic on a fire dragon? It's pointless, man. It's pointless. I don't have any... I don't think I can beat this thing. Alright. It's alright, we're gonna die. We're gonna die, but that's kind of funny. Let's just see what he does. Let's see what his attacks are. Let's see what your attacks are. Behold my fire magic. Yeah, we're not beating this today, guys. We're not beating this. Yeah. Guess you just do a normal attack. As soon as I change to mage, I'm fighting a fire dragon. We're just gonna wipe on this. We're just gonna wipe. I just want to see what happens when I get game over. I haven't gotten game over yet. So. Mages in the back row? Why? So they can cast fire magic on a fire dragon from the back row? It's done. It's over. It's over. It's finished. It's not happening. This fight is not... This fight is not going to be won by me. My choice to change to a mage with 0 MP might be questionable. It was, and you all told me to do it. So I blame you. It's your fault. It's alright, I saved before doing this. Fantasy is dead. Final Fantasy is dead. And it died after FF10, when Sakaguchi left. I see. In the end, the dream is fleeting. Okay, here we are. Yeah, you gotta rev your sword. It's possible to beat it. The problem is, right, like, I've got no MP. I'm just gonna have to kill things for, like, 5 years to get my MP back. I don't know, man. I don't know. You get locked out of it if you progress, so you can never fight that dragon ever again. Grind the mages to rank 2, recover MP, and try again. Is the reward worth it? What is it? Just tell me what the reward is. It's well worth it. Just tell me what it does. The reward is good. It's a sword. Is it like the best sword in the game? Is the game unbeatable without the sword? It's a fire sword. Good fire sword for Strohl. Will I struggle to beat the game without that sword? I won't struggle to beat the game without the sword. Well, in that case, sounds like it is not worth it at all. Actually, oh, fuck. I can't kill anything because I'm a mage with no MP. And it's not worth using any of this, right? It's not worth using any of these MP potions, right? It would be a waste to give my mage's MP back with this, right? Like, I should save all this shit, right? I think I should save this. Has that early game use? I think I can beat I think I can beat early game without it. I don't think it's worth it. You know what I think, right? I think that me trying to kill this dragon right now is like me trying to steal the sword from the demon in the very first level of Baldur's Gate 3. Like literally on the airship. Which takes like 5 years and you never get it, and then it's not even really worth it. It's basically the same as trying to steal the sword from that demon boss in the very first BG3 thing. It's just kind of, I didn't do that because life's too short. I don't feel like grinding non-stop. I don't feel like grinding for like 2 hours just to beat that dragon to get one sword. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. That's alright. That's alright. It's alright, chat. We'll just get out of here, okay? You'll never see it coming. Alright, let's do this. Is it even worth me being a mage right now? I'm kind of fucked, man. I'm kind of fucked as a mage. I think I should actually swap over back to what I was before, because at least I do damage with an auto attack. I do no damage with a mage attack. I do no damage with mage attacks with no MP. It's pointless, man, at this point. So, yeah. Let's see if I can one-shot these. Okay. Do those respawn if I come back? Did I get anything from that? Let's see if they respawn. Alright. Let's just find out. Let's just find out. Of course they don't respawn. Is there anything else I can kill? The first 75% of a Metaphor Persona game is easy and the last 25% is ridiculously difficult. Is that a thing? Yeah, no, I got 4 MP. If you go to the safe room, they respawn. Oh, okay. Right. This game is grindy? Yay. Alright. Do we get any new dialogue when you come back here? Yeah, no, it's all the same stuff. It's all the same stuff. How do I skip all this? Boop. So this resets, okay. Alright. It didn't reset. So, that sounds like, oh my god, I just realized I'm not going to fight the dragon. Alright, that's it. No sword. We're out of here. We're done. No, we're done. We're getting out of here. It's not worth it. Whatever that sword is, alright, that's the noob sword, and we're not going to use the noob sword to beat the game. All you noobs using the noob dragon sword. We're going to go somewhere else. Do literally anything else other than this. Optional grind versus needed is a big difference, yeah. Alright. I can't wait to not do that. Careful, you don't want to get spotted, Uwu. Shink you. Oh, fuck! Everyone get back! Oh, is this an MGS? This is an MGS stealthy thing. Okay. Alright, okay. If you can beat the dragon, so can you. It's true, but I just want to continue the story. Like, I don't want to sit here and just grind just to beat this one dragon. I don't want to do it. And also, I think it's a bit stupid that this you can never fight it ever again after this. I don't think that's like... Then again, I guess some people do miss stuff that's permanently missable in old school JRPGs. But in my case, I'm annoyed because I do want to fight it, but I'm not going to sit here grinding for ages to do that. That's all. Ooh, anything good back here? No. No. We just do this. My main motivation is the storyline. If I'm going to grind, I'll just grind off stream. I'm not grinding on stream. I'm not doing it. So. Gosh. Somehow we made it through. Ooh woo. You're making the right choice. Roman tomato. Thank you. Appreciate it. Missable items suck. Missable things in RPGs are a normal thing, but you're not saying that's not annoying though. It's kind of a symbol of old game design though. I don't know, man. I think it's like I think it's a remnant of just old 90s design, and I don't miss it. I think we coped with it, we adjusted to it, and got some value of it because we had no other choice. But when you play games where things aren't missable, I don't think anyone misses it. I don't think anyone misses it. So, yeah. There's a reason people make excuses for that, but not the other way around. So, he drops an incredible sword. Wow, I can't wait to incredibly not get it. Yeah. Phew, somehow we made it through, Uwu. I was expecting the worst to happen. Like, grind for 2 hours before we fight that fucking dragon. But thankfully, we'll live to see another day. We got lucky this time, boy. Had that thing awoken, we'd be in a very different situation. Like, we'd have to grind for 2 hours on stream, filling dead time with idle chatter, when all you want to do is continue the story. What an absolutely riveting set of content that would be. Anyway, good thing we're not doing that. Anyway, if anyone truly intends to kill the beast, they'd need to have a gauntlet runner, or a lot of free time on their hand. A gauntlet runner? That would certainly make our return to Grand Trad much easier. Yeah, you may as well wish for the moon. Only the most prominent nobles have the means to secure a runner for themselves. Yes, that is nice and all that, but can we move on? We're still done for that if that dragon wakes up, so let's not overstay our welcome. You're right, let's get out of here and not fight that dragon ever again, that missable enemy. Permanently missable enemy. Fuck me, is that the exit? It is! We can finally get out of here, Uwu. Looks like we can finally breathe easy, at least for a fucking moment. Oh fuck! Could it be? A dragon's roar! And you feel that shaking, right? It's getting stronger. What the fuck is going on? That's a cave-in! If you value your lives, run! Rolling around at the speed of sound, playing Metaphor, and I'm going on adventures. Fuck me, we actually made it out. And in one piece, no less. Speak for yourself. I think I shaved off a couple of years of my life. Damn storm, that's approaching, like Virgil in Devil May Cry 5. Anyway, boys, we can't afford too many delays, like grinding for 2 hours before we fight that fucking dragon that we'll never be able to fight again. Oh well, anyway, we'll not be getting far in this torrent. We can make a camp tonight, slip onto a carriage, and... I need some whiskey before I voice act the rest of this, hold on. Grinding off stream is in my Tinder bio? Yeah, exactly, Devereaux. Thank you for the 100 bits. Listen up, you fucking minge. We can make a camp tonight, slip onto a carriage to the capital tomorrow, once we're out of these fucking wastes. We'll have to, if we want to make it in time. Public carriage seems a bit risky, don't it? Not with all the outsiders flocking in for that funeral. We'll be 3 faces among hundreds. Lovely. Another carriage ride. I hope this one's smoother than the last couple. Alright, you fucking fairy. Let's just get our camp set up. Somewhere dry, preferably. And here we are, at the camp once again. Oh gosh, this is so cozy. I feel alive again. I'm so glad we're not grinding for 2 hours with a mage with 0 MP so we can fight a dragon to get a sword we don't even need. Yeah, it's certainly better than doing that thing that you just said. Reminds me of when I was a child. Back then, I would have been caught dead out in the wilderness like this. Countryside nobility like us. We had no fucking fortune to speak of. My parents bowed and smiled for their money, and honestly, I despised them for it. Back then, I thought being a noble was about, well, I don't know, a life of prestige, being respected, turning into Ifrit and punching a hole through your brother. But one spring 7 years ago, our town was attacked by this horrific creature, a human, though I had no idea at the time, because my brother was too busy turning into Phoenix. Anyway, I was evacuated. Sorry, fucking hell. Sorry, hang on, wait. Sorry, I'm being too salty right now. Okay, hold the line. Whoa. Hold the line. Let me read some chats and then I'll continue this. Let me get my head back on straight. Except you don't need a grind and you can fight it later, Elcry. What do you mean? Everyone just told me I never get the chance to fight that dragon again. Listen, chat, you can troll me, but at least be honest. Unless you're lying to me, in which case I don't know what to believe anymore. So, the voice acting made you like Grius more? Thank you! It's okay, I appreciate it. Al Pacino should voice the main character, so they have a reason to say, "You fairy! Hooah!" We still need a character we can give Al Pacino to, Christopher Walken to, and so on and so forth. We got Russian accents, we got New York accents, we got Australian, what else can we do? And so on and so forth. So. You need to grind for the main content too. Once I know how to do it, I could just do that off stream a bit, so I'm prepared for the next stream. So. You liked the salty stuff, Andrew? Well, you came to the right stream, Sully Jim. Playtaste Gaming, welcome in. Greetings from Germany! Which Devil May Cry game did I enjoy the most? 5. They're all really good except for 2. But 5, I think Virgil is one of the most fun characters I've ever played in, like, any single-player game ever. Like, he's just fucking awesome. Like, I kind of want to play him off stream to get better at him before I come back. So. When's the Indian accent? I don't know if I can get away with that. Alright. I'm half Asian, but not that kind of Asian. Alright. I'm the kind of Asian that people think when you say Asian. They're technically still on the continent of Asia, but no one thinks Indian when you think Asian. They're like South Asian. I'm Oriental, if that makes sense. And honestly, we should bring back the term Oriental, because when you say Oriental, you know that people mean, like, Chinese, Japanese, Korean. And I know that people say, like, oh, but that term was offensive. Yeah, what, like, during Charlie Chaplin's era? Like, what, back when talking was introduced in pictures? I'm sorry, we don't live in that time period anymore. No one alive today remembers why the word Oriental was even considered offensive once to begin with. Including myself, alright? Just fucking bring it back. Just bring it back, man. Asia is just too big, man. It's just too... You can't say, oh, to be specific, he was Asian. Alright? I'm sorry. To be specific, I'm talking about, like, he was like, what could that be? That could be, that's such a gigantic range. It doesn't narrow it down at all. It's stupid, man. It doesn't work. So, we got disorient, yes, that's right. The Chinese, Japanese, and Koreans, you know, people I'm descended from, half of me at least, we got disoriented, and now no one knows what the fuck we are anymore. So, had no clue it used to be offensive. Yeah, apparently, like, I don't know. Let me put it this way. The term Oriental, the time it's considered offensive is the time when the word gay meant happy. gay means a different thing these days, believe it or not. You know, these days you're not going to say, oh, how was your night? It's like, oh, I had a gay old time. Okay, no one says that anymore. That's how old it is. That's how old Oriental being offensive is. Back when, like, gay meant happy and not the other thing. It's like, fuck it, man. Who cares? It's not the black and white age of cinema anymore. Just say Oriental to mean Chinese, Japanese, Korean. And whatever, Southeast Asians as well. It's close enough. You here to watch me get cancelled? See, I can't get cancelled because I'm half Asian, so I'm allowed to say that. Sorry, half Oriental. I'm allowed to say that. And it's a cool fucking word. It's a sick word, man. It rules. It's dope, man. And I guarantee you, I would be willing to bet money that no mainland Asian today would ever get offended by being called Oriental. I would be willing to bet $1, because I don't know if there is actually anyone who would, but I bet you it would be people in the West who aren't Asian getting offended on behalf of Asians who don't care. That's probably what it would be. That's probably what it would be. So yeah. Anyway, let's do this. I was evacuated alongside the servants while the rest of the town burned. I waited for my parents to join us in the shelter, but they would never come. ... The parents I'd so despised had stayed behind to protect the villagers who couldn't flee. They were heroes! Your parents were heroes! Smiley soy face! It changed everything. It taught me who my parents really were, what it really meant to be a noble. But our town's just rubble now, a footnote in history. The human that destroyed us all. The human who destroyed us, that's all we'll ever be known for. ... in Scottish. I remember my father petitioning the capital for aid, but no reply came, even knowing how much of a threat the humans were. Now I think, what if the army? Well, Lewis, what if he's the one who abandoned us? What if we were just a pawn in his game, like StarCraft? Anyway, I'll make him fucking pay. ... Grius, we all trust each other now, don't we? I think we can tell him. Aye, maybe you're right. I'll admit Sebby's sword put me in mind of the past. Something special about that sword. What, you mean the sword from that dragon that we didn't get because we didn't grind for 2 hours to fight him? Aye, no, a different sword, and fuck, we can go back to fight him anyway, later on. Anyway, we used it to identify the messenger from our faction, but it originally belonged to His Highness. A kingly gift from his father. The better suit His Highness and his keen aptitude for magic. That blade. And let me try and re-brutalize his Scottish accent. He sounds too friendly right now. Hang on. Alright. What's up, you fucking minges? This is my new Scottish accent. So, to better suit His Highness and his keen aptitude for magic, that blade was specially forged with raw maga folded into the metal. And of course, when the swordplate bored him, he'd amuse himself by levitating it or standing atop to glide about it. A royal rascal, that one. Those days were all too short. And then, 12 years ago, it all came crashing down. I've heard the prince was attacked, right? It was a plot in his life. I wish I'd rooted it out sooner. Just like tonight. It was pouring rain. Your Highness! This way! Yar! Yar! For freedom and Scotland! Who let those blackguards into this palace? Oh! Oh! Uwu! Is that a young Hulkenberg? My lord, are you hurt? Bark! A royal knight. A wench, and nothing more! Haha, you knave! Gosh! Haha, you're dead now! Ooh, blood! Sugoi! You know nothing of true knighthood. I pledge my life to the prince, and I'll not lose it to you! Oh! Your Highness! Hello, boys! It's me! No! Ah, yes, yes, I cast dots on the prince and now I'm running away. Fall back! Don't falter! Give chase! Stop right there, criminal scum! They dare harm him! Oh! Oh gosh! I'm dead! I thought I was an important character, but I'm dead! Oh, fuck! I'm Hulkenberging. Star President! Zawaru! Oh! Oh no! He used the teleport! Like that guy in My Hero Academia! You know, the one with the metal mask who's... Never mind, anyway. Oh, crumbs. I failed him. Again. Your Highness. Your Highness! Oh, shit. What's this? Is that Hermit Purple? You're in the wrong anime right there. His Highness survived the attack, but he also grew Hermit Purple, that purple vine stand from JoJo, Stardust Crusaders, and now he's fucked. Of all the mage healers in the capital, not one could wake him, and he grew weaker each passing day, like Jotaro's mother when she started getting a stand and they had to go all the way to Egypt to fight Dio so they could break the power of that stand spell. Anyway, you've all seen the fucking anime. Now listen up, you fucking young whippersnappers. We might lift that curse if we knew the specifics of its formula, but Lewis would never give that up because he's a real asshole, which leaves but one way. To dispel the curse, its caster must die. And you're sure that Lewis is the man that you seek? I saw him in the fray. He was younger than even you are now, and shorter, but I could never mistake him. And now, after spilling the royal blood of father and son both, the people call him not traitor, but saviour. Puh, I spit on the ground at the very thought of such a thing. For His Highness, for the King, and for the very future of this country, he must be dealt with. He must be bent over a coffee table and given the right spanking. Anyway, or we could just kill him as well. That would see that justice is served. Oh, anyway, boys, just give me a wee second. I gotta drink some more acting juice, some more whiskey, because I'm Scottish, and that's what we drink like water. Alright, now the voice acting's gonna get even better. To kill Lewis is to see justice served. I see. So, as he did with the prince, he would make of my city a stepping stone to further heights, a tool to spread the infamy of humans. You haven't told that story to many, have you? Thank you for trusting me with it. I fucking appreciate it. A rogue never forgets his debt. Even if it takes 3 generations, we'll still see it repaid. But neither do we forgive a grudge, and Lewis will know that soon enough. So, that's what this is all about. Say, Sebby, this mission means a lot to you too, don't it? Yes, of course it does. I'm Soy. You've been carrying a greater weight than I ever realised. In any case, I owe you my life and a packet of soy milk. Anyway, we both got something that we would fight to protect. Let's save this country. Together. Ideally, once we're out of this fucking cold, of course. Anyway, I think it's about time we eat. We're almost at the capital after all. I'd say that's worth celebrating. With a glass of whiskey, let's fucking drink up. And... scene! Alright, that might have gone off the beaten path in terms of the script at times, but you know what? I think it was all worth it in the end. Hilarious. In Spanish, yo soy means I am. Oh, that's heaps good. Thank you, chat. Thank you. Thank you. That was the Academy Award-winning voice acting of Sebbywebz TV. Thank you. Please stop. No, go on. Keep it going. Thank you for the clapping. Thank you, Peanut. Alright, I love that cat clappy emoji. It's like so cute and such like enthusiastic clapping. So, The only way you could have more Scottish, you could be more Scottish, is with having more whiskey, exactly. These scenes are from Persona 5R Studio, whose scenes are noticeably worse than the original games. As in, wait, these are better or worse than Persona 5's? Persona voice acting got a ton better. Thank you, thank you. Well, here's the thing. Yes, I don't have the game's voice acting on, but I guarantee you, if it was turned on, it wouldn't sound like this. It wouldn't sound like what you wouldn't hear anyone talk about Hermit Purple, and if we had the official voice acting on. So, never watch Sebby's stream if you're trying to immerse yourself in the story. Well, you'll get immersed, but you'll get immersed in my version of the scene. For better or worse. For better or worse. So, yeah. All right. Enough talking about. I'm gonna open my window, and I'll come right back. All right. Here we go, boys. The native experience. I should try a Scotch next. None. Well, I am drinking a Scotch whiskey. So. Nailed the old man's Scottish accent. Thank you. Thank you. What's up, Faraxis? How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for helping be the catalyst in me, Wolfsbaney, and Tita and Nat doing a live stream. IRL stream the other day. Appreciate that, man. How did you guys enjoy that? Those of you who caught the Wolfsbane, Tita and Nat IRL stream, which I was in, where we went and had a drink at the Sydney Opera House. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I do apologize that, like, we just can't be as attentive to chat IRL. It's just a different thing there. So, and it's why I like desktop streams so much, because I get to talk to you guys a bit more. It's like watching Team 4-star DBZ Abridged. I think it is Snowbaku. I think what we're seeing right now is me improvising a Team 4-star DBZ Abridged version of Metaphor, but I also don't know the story or the characters, so it's kind of all just improvised on the spot. It's a very strange thing we're doing here on this stream, so. Fanscapes, you're laughing about how I just walked through that people's photo op in Nat's IRL stream, and I was like, teach him a lesson. Okay, you don't get to take up the whole footpath for one photo. I did, Fanscapes. Varaxis, thank you very much for that Subaru. Thank you for the 7 months. Yeah, chat, there was one point when me, Wolfsbane, and Nat wanted to walk through this like narrow pathway to get to the Sydney Opera House bar, and it was just being held up by these two people taking a photo. And Nat and Wolfsbane were like, oh, stop, they're taking a photo. And I just looked at it, and I just walked right through it. I just didn't give a shit. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. This is a narrow pathway. It's the only way in and out of the entire outdoor bar, and you're acting like we all have to, like, life has to now stop. Everyone else's life has to stop because you're taking a photo in a fucking walkway? No. I just walked right through it, man. No, fuck people who do that. No, seriously. What's next? You take an escalator, and then two people stand on the left and right side and take a photo so no one else can pass? Fuck off. Nah, fuck them. Stupid. I don't care. Here's the crazy thing, chat. I'm not being the selfish one here. They are. And I'm just reminding them that life does not stop and start at their convenience, alright? That's what's happening. It's like, people with cameras try to gaslight you that you're the rude one for doing that. Fuck them, just walk through it. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Yeah, that's what I thought. The Ramen Noodles! Thank you very much for the 10 gifted subs on Sebbywebz TV. Thank you. That makes me want to get ramen noodles, to be perfectly honest, after this stream. So, thank you for the 10 pack. Absolutely huge. Sebbywebz, realistically, I only agree with your takes 40% of the time, but you watch me because I'm immensely entertaining, handsome, and lethal. You have difficulty understanding how people attack you. Not that you want to understand all that, especially when you put on performances like this, for a video game that I'm not even 100% sold on. For someone to claim you don't care about video games or your craft is short-sighted and immature. Thank you for the good times. Thank you. Thank you for that comment. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what else to say, you know, like, played Final Fantasy games and JRPGs since I was like 10 years old, and then to get told that I'm a tourist who doesn't know the genre at all or doesn't even like it. It's like, why should I have any respect for people who say that about me? I really don't. And then they get pissed off that I make a joke, that I respond to them with humor. Like, oh my god, are you attacking me? It's like, no, I posted Red 13 laughing in your face and farting. That's you don't know the meaning of the word, man. So thank you for that 10 gifted subs, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. That's the thing, guys. That's the thing. I'm still so early into Metaphor that I don't know whether I would recommend it or not just yet. I'm just so early in that I don't really know. I don't know these characters or the story well enough, but I'm enjoying streaming it, if that makes any sense. You know. Whereas Devil May Cry 5, like, now that I've fully played that twice, the once normally and once again with Virgil, and I still want to keep playing it, I mean it when I say that Devil May Cry 5, I think, is one of the best games I've ever played. In terms of just, like, pure fun, just, like, it's just fun for its own sake, and that's what a game should be. Like, last stream, guys, you saw me. I had to keep taking breaks to rest my hand. My hand was sore, and I kept playing. You know what I mean? My hand was sore, and I needed to rest it, but I'm like, but I must play more Devil May Cry 5, I must play more Virgil. You know, that's how you know it's a good game. When your hand is, like, actually sore and you still want to play. Because you can't stop playing. That is, like, I don't know how else you prove what good game design is, other than that. That's crazy. That's fucking insane, man. And that's extremely rare as well. And I got to see the secret ending too. Yeah. So, people could call you a tourist, only care about their own, having their own views reinforced. Never end. Yeah, I mean, but yeah. But the funny thing is, that's also a fun reason for me to stream Metaphor. And so, bit by bit, as I play more and more JRPGs, more modern ones, more non-Final Fantasy ones, it becomes harder and harder to call me a tourist. Because I know my stuff from a different time period. The older stuff never interested me as much, but we're getting into it, alright? We're doing it. Yeah. That's a great motivator for playing Metaphor, just to annoy anime PFPs more. So, alright, not fucking about. Let's do this. Oh gosh! Oh no, wait. No, I'm exhausted. Ooh woo. I haven't drank my soy milk. Let's have a chat with you. I can't believe not just you, but Strohl and Grius have awakened to power as well. I heard that mysterious voice again when it happened. I wonder who it was. Possibly Heidelin from FF14. Well, phew, I'm exhausted. That marker was unusually dense, and now it's already dark. I hope I can see a beautiful clear sky tomorrow. We've got a long way to go to the Grand Trad. You should get some sleep. You bastard.
Listen up, you fucking minge. I thought to join the army and work my way up the ranks the traditional way. Never thought things would turn out like this. I didn't expect to run into humans and dragons, nor to be bestowed with an extraordinary power. Was this the path I was always headed for? Or was this all thanks to you? Well, I'm not complaining either way. Once we pull off the assassination and the prince returns to power, I think our country will be on a better path. Anyway, I'll get my revenge on Lewis, no matter what it fucking takes, even if I have to turn to Ifrit and punch a hole through Phoenix all over again. Anyway, I must admit, all this camping is taking its toll on me. A delicious meal would be nice once we're in Grand Trad. Maybe something cooked up by Ignis, you know, maybe some behemoth tendies. Or a wyvern steak. Anyway, fuck off. I'm Clive, played by Ben Starr. Sometime after this wee assault, together with a small entourage, we decided to take His Highness out in secret to an appropriate hiding place. He was attacked in the royal palace, a place where he was supposed to be safest. We knew not when he'd be attacked again, if we stayed in Grand Trad. Naturally, His Highness was considered missing, and eventually his death was deemed official. From that time on, our organization was formed to restore His Highness to power. I'm sure there are those who resent us for vanishing from the palace without a word. After all, even the royal guards who protect His Highness were kept in the dark. If they had known, they would have had no choice but to stop us. Even if they had accompanied us or let us go, they would have been guilty of treason. A terrible fate for young knights who have so much ahead of them. Anyway, I'm gonna sit here and drink this Johnny Walker Black, the entire bottle, because I'm Scottish, and for us, that's an appetizer. That's a warm up. Anyway, fuck you. All right.
Devereaux, Wolfsbane was surprised by your subs. You said I was. You said they're one of your viewers. You appreciate that, of course, of course, of course. No. Wolfsbane is cool. I like her, and I hope she. I don't know. I hope she makes some of that content we were talking about on the stream. People can have their own opinions by playing the games themselves. Getting angry about it is them wanting to reinforce their opinions. I have stupid opinions too, sometimes it's alright. Oh, and Cephalon, I have so many stupid opinions. But I also know they're stupid. And sometimes I will think I'm absolutely right about something in my mind, but as soon as I share it publicly, someone is like, oh yeah, but what about that thing? And I'm like, wow, I never considered that really obvious thing that I was blind to, because when you think of something yourself, you kind of think you're absolutely right, and your brain protects you from the things you didn't consider. Or... It's interesting. The reason you need conversation and to just kind of share your ideas publicly sometimes, even if they're not necessarily perfect, is because people will bring up things you never considered. But in your mind, you think you're 100% right about everything. And then when someone's like, yeah, but what about that thing? That really obvious thing that you never considered? And you're like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit, they're right. But that's good, because then it, deepens your opinion, It, adds more facets to it. You're like, okay, actually, I was wrong about that. But this thing? No. It works. I just hadn't considered it from that angle, So you get people who think that, they're 100% right about everything and everyone else is stupid. It's like, no. You haven't shared your ideas with anyone. Everyone thinks they're 100% right about everything. You need to talk with other people, because they'll just bring up shit you never considered, man. And then you get more correct, ironically. Is that bloody Bit Wizard? Welcome in, you fucking dog. Thank you for that raid. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Thank you. Raiders, welcome in. I am Sebbywebz TV, voice acting extraordinaire. And here we're doing our first playthrough ever of Metaphor, which is the same guys who made Persona, but this is their take on a fantasy game with, yeah, it's really weird so far. How the hell are you doing, Wizard? I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. I've only been streaming this game for 9.5 hours, which means I'm 5% through the tutorial, because apparently that's the way that ATLUS games are paced. But we'll get out of it soon enough! I've also turned off all the voices, and I'm voice acting the entire thing myself. Every single character, and believe it or not, this is no mean feat. Did you know that it's actually hard to voice act an entire ATLUS game all by yourself? Did you know? I thought it'd be a walk in the park. I thought it'd be a Tuesday. But here, it's really intense, man. So yeah. Anyway. You love the occasional comment about you already decided you hated mixtape before playing it? You seem pretty no one... No, that's the thing. When I stream mixtape, I did it specifically to assess it separate from all the conversation around it and all the astroturfing and the industry plan stuff. And my final review of mixtape is I actually don't think it's really that offensive in a vacuum, but the fact it's so astroturfed and industry planted, that's why people are fucking pissed off. And I think they are totally justified in being pissed off for that reason. But I don't think Mistape is good either. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. I think it works better. It would work better as a movie. It also needs to be written better. And it's also just kind of nothing special. That's the thing, Peanut. You saw me do 14. If I can voice act all of 14, I can do this. So, But this is tricky because, what am I trying to say? This does like fast anime scenes, so I have to voice act it really quickly at the same time. Juan Debson. Wait, why am I frozen? Hang on, there we go. Oh, there we are. You are on something if you think E33 Parry Slop has better combat than FF7 Remake. All caps. Thank you, Juan Debson. I appreciate that. Here's the thing. I actually don't think there's... If you want to enjoy FF7 Remake's combat, if you prefer that to E33, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. I actually don't hate FF7 Remake's combat. It's not my major complaint of the game. I think it can be kind of fun playing as Cloud or Tifa, Barrett, but I think it's not perfect. I don't even think it's really that good. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's that good. I don't think it's this untouchable mystical system born that was sent down from the heavens and carved in stone like the Ten Commandments. I think it's a system like any other, and it's also a weird hybrid compromise between two systems, and I dropped my controller on my floor. So, yeah. Let me put it this way, there's a reason that, like, E33's combat generated this gigantic discussion in the entire video game community, whereas FF7 Remake's combat didn't. There you go. And you can try and gaslight all you want that it's the best thing ever and beyond criticism, but it's not going to work. Certainly not in this stream. So, but thank you for that comment. That was really funny to read, Juan Debson. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yes, no, I agree, Ira. I would say 7 Remake Rebirth's combat is better than 16's combat. I think 16's combat doesn't even deserve to have a conversation about it. After playing Devil May Cry, especially 5, I cannot believe how bad 16's combat is by comparison. I'm like... I was blown away. I was blown away. Also, guys, please chuck a follow to my man BitWizard, who chucked us that awesome raid. He knows his shit when it comes to JRPGs. He knows them... He knows a lot of the older stuff better than me. We even have kind of similar opinions, just very different ways of expressing it. So, alright, enough fucking about. It's still raining outside, though. It's pretty late, though, so let's get some rest, woo. Well, maybe we will. So, how is E33 parry slop when you have to pay attention to the enemies, weapon upgrading, character builds, Picto, Lumina, and party composition? It makes no sense. Yeah, that's the thing. The thing is, by that logic, you can just call Rebirth's combat, I don't know, slow-mo slop. You can call it mash slop. Or you can call it stagger slop. You can fucking strawman Rebirth's combat 10 times more easily than you can E33. But I didn't even want to do that. I just think it's okay. It's mid compared to any other, compared to real action games. You can call it sloppy slop. You can call it remake slop. So, Mega, thank you for the 100 bits. Are you the only one who thinks FF7 Remake combat sucks? No, you're not. You're actually not. You're actually not. A lot of people don't think Remake's combat is very good. For me, the major complaints are the story changes, but there's tons of people who even don't think the combat's very good. There's many people who think it's mid, to nothing special, to being pure bad. Yeah. Anyway, let's have a sleep. Fucking continue. Wait a minute, wait. Maybe there's an item around here. Fine. Okay, well, I can't run around in the rain. Final slops to see? Yeah. Slop means the person doesn't like it. In this day and age, certainly, yeah. Should I call it a night? Yeah, let's fucking rest. Nani? I'm pretty sure I fell asleep. Well, it's just as I thought. While you're asleep, our connection is much stronger. You wield your magic with ever more confidence. Splendid, I say.
As I mentioned previously, the archetype grows and develops like an enormous penis. The archetype grows and develops anew through encounters with others. Look for those bearing the nobility and the presence of the heroes and kings of old. More virtuous than the weight of any crown or medal is the burden that you place on your own path forward. The more comrades and supporters who stand beside you, the more your power will deepen as you soar to new heights. One day, if the people join hands and seize the freedom to decide their own future with their own power, just as you do, well, gosh, that would be my ideal world. Hold on, what do you mean supporters? We're trying to keep out of the public eye here. I mentioned before, did I not? There is no hero without allies, only a single voice in opposition. In other words, even archetypes have their own strengths and weaknesses. Just a minute, I have to burp. Just 1 second. Oh gosh, and it's done. Anyway, there'll be little use of us if used thoughtlessly. Life and death are seconds apart on the battlefield. Be attentive, mindful, and strategic. Only then can you emerge victorious. When you feel unsure of how to proceed, that's my accent, of how to proceed, I recommend you stop, assess your surroundings, and think. The smallest observation is often our greatest inspiration. Well, it's almost dawn, and that was a whole lot of words to say absolutely nothing. Anyway, I just thought this cutscene was really important, which is why it's in the game. Until we meet again. Toodaloo.
Wow, that was absolutely pointless, for the most part. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 4 days remain. The calendar system. So, yeah, it's me just ripping off David Attenborough badly.
Are you ready, boys? Then let's hit the fucking road. The king's funeral's coming up. We should hurry back to Grand Tread. Fuck.
So, Ahem. Just 1 second. FF7R, especially Rebirth, has the perfect balance between action and turn-based. It's clever the way they implement it. Don't compare it to DMC or DW, because that's not what they're going for. Enjoy. Well, actually, here's the thing. I actually do think it's quite clever how 7 Remake kind of combines hack and slash with like slow-mo ATB. But at the same time, I don't think it's amazing. I don't think it's that great, and I think it's largely carried by the nostalgia of the fact that you are playing as Cloud, Tifa, and Barret. If it was truly a great combat system on its own merits, you would see other video game companies taking inspiration from it or copying it. So far, absolutely none, to my knowledge, ever has, except like there was one game that looked like it almost was, but it could have just been China Slop. Don't compare it to Devil May Cry. Well, the reason you don't want me to compare it to Devil May Cry is because Devil May Cry's combat is better. Because Capcom, unlike Square Enix, Capcom is actually good at action. And Devil May Cry's action combat, especially 5, is the result of knowing how to make good action and building upon that action successfully and in an authentic way for like 20 years straight. Whereas Square Enix's action combat is basically them thinking that turn-based isn't good enough and their OG fans aren't good enough and they want a different fan base, so they try to poorly mimic the action combat from other games that do it better in an unsuccessful attempt to gain an action crowd. This is why FF16, we don't even know if it sold 5 million sales. They just won't say, whereas Devil May Cry 5 sold 12 million. Okay, there's a big difference between that. DW, Dragon Warrior? What is DW? What is this one? Because that's not what they're going for. Well, what they're going for is that they're trying to make 2 completely polar opposite audiences happy at the exact same time, unsuccessfully. They're trying to get the action crowd, and they're trying to get the turn-based crowd. But the problem is, this is like trying to make food that you will enjoy, food for both vegans and carnivores, all right? You're not gonna hit both targets at the exact same time. It's just gonna kind of be this mishmash of both. You kind of got to know your audience and hyper specialize into that one thing. Enjoy. No, you can't make me enjoy it. All right? If I don't like it, I don't like it. You can't force me to enjoy something. And here's the funny part. I tried to enjoy it. And it just ultimately wasn't that enjoyable. So, yeah. Do you want to try again? Do you want to try again? Because I can do this all day, mate. I can do this all day. And I hope you do, because it's fun for me. So. Anyway. And that's the thing. I don't know how many times... And also, here's another thing, chat. Here's another thing. Notice how, like, FF7 Remake fans, they can't just... Anything less than unadulterated love for FF7R's combat system, anything less is just not good enough. I'm not even saying it's bad. I'm not even saying it's bad. I'm just saying it wasn't for me. It wasn't my cup of tea. I don't think it's that amazing. But that's not good enough. Like a crazy religious cult, you have to love it. Liking it's not good enough. Being lukewarm to it's not good enough. Anything less than loving this is hatred. And you are... It's us and them, and now you're a them. Bunch of crazy people, alright? Not all of you. Just most, alright? Just the overwhelming majority. So, yeah. Dynasty Warriors? I mean, well, that's kind of how it feels. I mean, when I'm playing... If you play with Cloud and you just picture Dynasty Warriors, it just feels like that. But now you have the slow-mo ATB, and the slow-mo ATB is just the slow-mo weapon select wheel from GTA. Alright? This slow-mo mid-combat thing, it didn't originate with 7 Remake Rebirth, and if you think it did, you haven't played enough games, with all due respect. So, 90% of the action in FF7 Remake is useless busy work. The benefit of making it faster and more active is undermined by the stupid stagger mechanic, which slows everything to a crawl. Yeah, too, baby. The stagger's stupid. Stagger just means that your stagger building moves do no damage, and your moves that actually do any damage don't work unless the enemy's staggered. It's just like a dumb system. It's not fun. I'd rather just my moves do damage, rather than this silly, I don't know, sausage thing. Yeah, the slow-mo thing comes from Max Payne. As far as I know, that's the first game I remember that did that slow-mo thing. But I'll tell you what, Juan Reed, I'll tell you what, since you asked so politely, why don't we turn that into a short? why don't we just turn that into a short? You wanted my attention, you got it. And now you got everyone's attention. Let's see, what was your call? What was your name called? One. There you go. FF7 Remake. Shrimp voice chatter. I don't know. Combat debate. Who knows? Chat. There we go. Something like that. Game Freak's new game is using it. That's the thing. I did see a game that actually was using 7 Remake's thing. The thing is, turn-based and action are just so wildly different that it's kind of just jarring to switch between them mid-fight on the fly. Like, imagine if you added FF7 Rebirth's ATB system, the slow-mo ATB, imagine if you added that to Devil May Cry 5, and that became a core mechanic of Virgil. Would you like that to happen? Or would that kind of ruin the character? Would it kind of ruin the gameplay? I think it would. I actually think it would, man. I think just go turn-based or go action. But this split between the two, it just doesn't... It's just... I think it is largely carried by the character designs. It's largely carried by the fact you're playing as Cloud and Tifa. Nostalgia and the character designs combined. So... Alright, so I know I'm missing like a million chats here, but let's do this. Donkey Kong, don't worry, Sebby. ATLUS have their own stands. Back in the days, you started a Persona 5 thread. You challenged a moderator saying you have no business starting a thread. Wait. You were challenged by a moderator who said you have no business starting a thread before him because you're not a big enough stan of the Persona series. I've heard the Persona fandom has quite a reputation, although I'm not sure exactly why just yet. But I know some of them don't like me because because I tell them that the anime aesthetic doesn't have the same appeal as realistic 3D, which it doesn't, by the way, and they refuse to accept that. They just can't handle it. They just can't handle it. So, but that's all right. And I never said the games are bad. I've always said that I'm interested in P5 and Metaphor, but again, it's not good enough for them. Like, you have to rewrite reality for some fandoms. So, all right, enough fucking about. Now, question. I have to go to Grand Trad, right? But regarding the calendar system, do I have like a set of... Do I have a set number of days I can burn until going to Grand Trad? Like, am I supposed to grind until my days are nearly up and then go there? I'm still don't understand this calendar system, or really why it's in this game at all. So... All anime fandoms are crazy and you love anime? I love anime, and I know that anime fandoms turn liking anime into a competition. Which is a mistake. I'm in the tutorial, no need for it because we're on the... Oh, okay, alright, cool. So calendar system hasn't been introduced yet. Okay. Kupo de Scoop, you're a Persona fan, and like you agree with me that the aesthetic makes a difference. And that's the thing. And what's nice is I've made a short about this, and there were plenty of people coming like, I love Persona. But you're right. Like, I love anime, and I know that anime does not have the mainstream appeal that many of us wish it did. And that's fine. That's fine. Just be realistic about it. So, they turn purity tests into a tier system. Well, I mean, they would say that I don't know anything about anime when I've been watching it for probably about 10 years before they have. 10 years more than them. I'm older than all of them, and I've been watching it since I was 4 years old. I probably know more than they do. Anyway, let's get down to business. Royal Capital, Grand Trad. Let's do this. Are Persona... Hang on, this is an interesting question, L-Dubs. Are Persona fans more reasonable than FF fans? I don't know. I know FF fans a lot better. I actually don't... What do you think, chat? Who's more reasonable, Persona fans or FF fans? I actually don't know, because FF fans are also massively divided. FF fans are in a civil war between OGs and modern. And also people who kind of all fall between those spectrums. Persona fan base is smaller, so less crazy nutters. They're both crazy. Hard to say. Persona fans don't even play the game. What? Nani? Well, you can say the same about FF12 fans. They don't play the game either, because you don't... The intention of that game is to not be played. So... They're both deeply corrupted. You stay away from any fandoms? People can be wild at times? Okay. Would you say it's a generational divide? As a Gen Z person... The folks your age, on average, like anime more than people your age. Yes, no, I would say that's a... Yeah, no. People growing up watching anime my age, it was mainly a male thing, and it was mainly animes like Dragon Ball and like Ghost in the Shell. Like stuff that's really intense, like really... Like just heaps tough, muscled, masculine, or just stuff that's like really mature and adult. Ninja Scroll, Akira, Fist of the North Star, Wicked City. Whereas Gen Z, it seems that like, I think anime is still predominantly male, but a lot more women in Gen Z watch anime than say in my generation, for example. And while my generation, I think, was watching like cool animes with guys who are turbo jacked, using swords the size of a tree, or just like yelling, the hair turning yellow and then punching holes through each other. Gen Z seems to be watching animes with names like Doki Waku High School Girls with No Powers Go on Holiday. Or, wow, I am a deer. Or, I am a high school girl and I'm in love with my brother and I... Okay, that seems to be the kind of animes a lot of Gen Zs watch. Just like... Or, Uwu Sugoi, I am Turbo Soy and here's an anime of me going to school. That seems to be what a lot of Gen Z are watching. So, I don't know. I died and I was reborn as a refrigerator. Let's see. Why don't we look this up? Strangest names of real animes. Reincarnated as a vending machine, and now I wander the dungeon. See, in the 90s, we weren't watching stuff like this. I want to eat your pancreas. Do you love your mum and her 2-hit multi-target attacks? Panty stocking with garter belt. Bobo Bobo, Bobo Bobo. An absurd comedy about a man fighting a tyrannical empire with his magical nose hair. See, I think this is the kind of anime that Gen Z is watching, whereas the animes that, like, my generation were watching were a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Normal. Normal. That's what we were watching. So, anyway, let's get the fuck out of here. But here's the thing. I know that I sound like I'm ripping on Gen Z. I don't mean to be. I do feel for Gen Z. I think they got a raw deal. Okay? I think my generation did as well, but I think Gen Z got a tough deal. Alright? My generation has the benefit of being raised before smartphones and tablets took over everything and before everyone was filming everyone all the time. My generation got to go to nightclubs and dance, and no one was fucking filming us and putting us on TikTok to be laughed at by millions of people. Which is enough to crush anyone's confidence, alright? Or just like anything stupid I did at school, it wasn't being recorded and put online to be there forever and to never be removed. Gen Z is, and I feel sorry for you guys because it's fucked. It's not fair. You don't get to experiment or fail as much in like a, I don't know. It's not fair, in my opinion. What's happened to a lot of Gen Z. Is my phone really been auto... No way has my phone just been dictating onto my notes the entire time. Stupid fucking iPhone. How do I disable this? How do I make it so it's never text-to-speech, ever? Like, literally. Whatever, I'll sort it out after stream. That pisses me off. It's alright, I deleted it. Before censoring against blood and death was heavily applied. Geneva? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Gen Z wouldn't survive watching Blood Sea? I don't know what that is. But I doubt they'd survive watching an anime like Ninja Scroll. Or Wicked City. Or Genocyber. They probably would get triggered by Akira or Ghost in the Shell, some of the imagery in that. But that's okay. As I say, I'm rooting for Gen Z. I hope that they sort themselves out. Because they had in my opinion, had a more annoying upbringing than I did in a lot of ways. So, yeah, Wicked City fucking rules, man. So, yeah. Alright. And they definitely haven't seen, like, really weird Japanese movies like Battle Royale or Tetsuo Body Hammer. They probably haven't seen those. Only really intense people have seen movies like those. Or Tokyo Gore Police or Meatball Machine. You know, stuff like that. So that's only the real psychopaths have seen those movies. Anyway, enough fucking about. Yeah, or Ichi the Killer, Jerozome. Good point. Good reference right there. All right, enough fucking about. Let's do this. So, time is of the essence, boys. Let's make it quick. We need to catch a carriage soon if we want to make it to the royal fucking capital. We can wait no longer. Are you ready? I've got a really angry face. Right, let's get moving then. You fucking binge. Escaping the dragon's threat in the Nord mines, the party shakes their pursuers amidst the discovery of great powers. To make up for lost time, they risk hiring a coach to secret them the rest of the way to the capital. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 2 days remain, Kupo. Tokyo Gore Police was something. Dude. For those of you who don't know, I will sum up this movie and then I'll continue this game, alright? For those of you who don't know, Tokyo Gore Police is a Japanese movie from I think 2008 or 2009 where the police is completely privatized. The police is a private company. It's not even a government branch anymore. So it's completely, massively, absurdly corrupt. But at the same time, they're fighting against a new type of criminal called engineers. Now, engineers, when you cut off a body limb, it regrows as a deadly weapon. So you cut off their arm, it regrows as a chainsaw that they can launch off their arm and it can cut your head off or like just completely cut it in half. This movie is so unbelievably stupid that like someone can get cut in half with a machine gun and their lower legs will grow back as a crocodile's jaws. And then they'll come at you, like, scooting with their arms. They'll come at you with the crocodile's jaws and, like, bite you and stuff. It's fucking unreal. There's a guy who gets his dick bitten off by an engineer prostitute who then turns into, like, a crocodile leg woman. And now he's an engineer, so his dick grows back as a giant, like, elephant gun and he goes into a cop station and just shoots heaps of cops with his penis gun. It's one of the fucking stupidest movies I've ever seen. But the best thing about it is that the movie takes itself completely seriously. It, like, at no point do any of the characters sort of wink to the audience like, isn't this ridiculous? No, all the actors and the whole movie is taking itself dead seriously. It's unbelievable. It is the most Japanese movie I've ever seen in my entire life. It's just amazing. It's just incredible. Tokyo Gore Police. I won't spoil anymore. And here's the thing. The movie is so fucking awesome that even when I just quote to you, like, describe a few scenes, let me put it this way. Knowing is one thing, but seeing is believing, all right? You ain't seen nothing. There's no description I can give that does justice to how they actually do these scenes. Like, this movie is, like, it's from a different era. It's from a different time period. Once again, the movie is called Tokyo Gore Police. If you want to see one of the fucking most unintentionally hilarious things I've ever seen, just check it out. It's amazing. It has an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, there's the thing. Actual film critics can respect what its intention is, what it's aiming for. It may not be your cup of tea, but what it's trying to do, it fucking goes 210% into it. It doesn't fuck about, man. You thought The Thing was traumatizing? Well, it's learned from movies like The Thing. That's the cool thing about it, so... yeah. Anyway, oh my god, Kupo, you know that scene as well. Yeah, it's fucking gold, man. Live action or anime? Live action. Live action, all practical effects. This movie is absolutely fucking nuts, man. It's ridiculous, so... Alright. However, what I will say is don't say I didn't warn you, alright? If you watch that movie and you are absolutely shocked out of your mind, don't say I didn't warn you, alright? That movie is one of the most insane things I've ever seen. Alright, okay. And now we're gonna do this scene. Ahem.
Finally, we found a fucking ride. Looks like we should make it in time to the funeral after all.
Well, last time we rode in a public carriage, it was hit by bandits. A pack of Louis zealots, too, if I remember. Talk about a nasty surprise, Uwu.
Yeah, you come a long way since then. Any bandit who sets on us now, they're in for a wee nasty surprise. Reminds me of the road to the fort, you fucking mensch. Reminds me of the time that Noble 87 dropped a fucking raid into my stream.
You absolute bloody legend. Noble! You fucking dog. How you doing, mate? I miss you, mate. I hope you've been alright, man. Guys, chuck a follow to my man, Noble. Ultra Chungus in the World of Warcraft lore scene, and also, he's a true blue Australian. He's actually Dutch, but it's close enough. Chuck a follow to his stream. He's an absolute bloody legend. So, Noble, I'm doing my first playthrough ever of Metaphor, and I'm voice acting every single character in the game. And I was also just shilling the movie Tokyo Gore Police, which you guys need to see. You watched a clip of Tokyo Gore Police. A prostitute takes a man around the corner, chops his hands off, and opens an umbrella because it's raining. But no, she's not a prostitute, donkey. That scene is she's a cop. She's on the subway in Japan, in Tokyo, and a guy, like, gropes her ass, which is actually, like, a problem. Apparently that happens in subways there. And she just grabs him by the hand, takes him off the train, and then cuts his hands off, and then walks away with the umbrella. And in the background, he's just like, just spraying blood everywhere. You were right about every detail apart from her being a prostitute. She's a cop. All right. For those of you who don't know, Tokyo Gore Police, 2008, 10 out of 10 movie. So, all right. Enough fucking about. Let's do this.
Anyway, that reminds me of the Fort to the Road. It reminds me of fucking Nobble. Well, I'm going to give a shout out right now on my chat because I think my mods are asleep. My knobs are asleep. My fucking knob is asleep because I'm Clive and I haven't had it in weeks and I'm played by Ben Starr. Sitting there in the cart, never could have imagined you and I would be the only survivors. Strange how fast life can change. Well, how are you holding up, Uwu? Are you okay?
God, my main character, I'm never going to get used to my main character's face. Just look at it. The face of soy.
Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to put any names to faces. I don't know the name of the Roussainte fellow that we talked down.
Oh gosh, the last couple of days have certainly been eventful, Uwu. It almost feels like everything we thought we knew about the world was wrong.
Well, plenty of people live their lives without taking a single step outside their city, but we haven't got the luxury of ignorance, I suppose. All right, boys, muscle up. We're almost at the wee capital. Quiet now, stay sharp, and have a wee sip of this whiskey.
Oh! I smell Hulkenberg. Ha! Milady! Oh gosh! Welcome back, and thank you for making this trip. Question. What voice should we have for Hulkenberg? This is an interesting one. Let's, I don't want to make her just the standard British, because we're already doing that for the fairy. It's just the easiest one for her. I'm not good enough at German. I'll try a bad Russian. Oh god, how do Russian people sound again? Privet! After so long, I am only surprised anyone remained here who yet remembered me. I don't know if that's right. I'm not good enough at Swedish. My Swedish is just gonna sound like, oh yeah, after so long, I am only surprised anyone who remained here yet remembers me. We're not doing that for the whole game. What else do I have? Maybe in Northern English. How does she sound again?
After so long, I'm only surprised that anyone who remained here yet remembers me.
How does that sound again?
You know nothing, Jon Snow. After so long, I'm only surprised that anyone remained here who yet remembers me. Who yet remembers that I bummed Jon Snow and I pegged him in the north. No, that's wrong. That's a tough one. If I do her as British, I'm gonna have to change the fairy's voice. French. Bonjour. After so long, I am only surprised anyone remained here. I am only surprised that anyone remained here who yet remembered me.
Is that? That's a tough one. Maybe. I'm not gonna listen to how she sounds normally. I can't do German. It's gonna sound like uns. After so long, I was only surprised that anyone remained here who yet remembers me. I can't do German. I can't do it. It's gonna sound so bad. Maybe a bad Mae West. How you doing, honey? After so long, I'm only surprised that anyone who remained here. Hang on, what is this? What is this like? I'm only surprised anyone remained here who yet remember. Okay, how you doing, honey? After so long, I'm only surprised anyone remained here who yet remembers me. Okay, I don't know if that works. The thing is that for those of you who don't know, Mae West looks like this. She's this. Oh god, she's so hot. She was this film star from the black and white era, who was unusually sort of like curvy for her time. This is kind of not how women looked back then. But she's the one who has those lines like, a good man is hard to find, but a hard man is good to find. And she did whole movies where like every line from her was a zinger like that. Awesome film star from this time period. A lot of people love Marilyn Monroe, and don't get me wrong, I do like her, but being the kind of guy I am, I like this kind of lady. So yeah. Sugar. Ooh, if only I could do that voice from Devil May Cry. Make her Al Pacino. Hooah! After so long, I'm only surprised that anyone here remains who yet remembers me. A bunch of fairies. Hooah! Oh, I'm Hulkenberg here. No, we're not going to do that for her, but we're going to do that just because it's funny. What can we do for her? Irish. I don't know if I'm good enough at Irish to do that. An Aussie bogan. I think we might actually have to make her English, and we're going to have to find a different English or French, and we're going to have to find a different voice for the fairy. Yeah. We've already got a Scottish lady. Aussie. You want Hulkenberg to be a horrible Australian woman?
After so long, I'm only surprised that anyone remained here who yet remembers me.
No. That's going to be horrific. All right? She's not Aussieberg, for God's sake. I think maybe I could just do a bad Russian for her.
After so long, I am only surprised anyone who remained here who yet remembers me.
The problem is anyone who's Russian watching my stream can just tell how bad that is. That's a tough one. I might need whiskey for this. That's one. It strangely sounds like her. Indian. After so long, I am surprised that someone did not redeem. No, we're not doing that one. I'm half Chinese, by the way, which is half Asian, and Indians are South Asian, which means I'm allowed to make that accent without getting cancelled. So, there, that's the rules. No, we're not doing that. We're not making her Indian. She sounds right. Chinese. Singaporean? Wow! After so long, I am only surprised anyone remained here who yet remembers me already. No, we're not making a Singaporean either. Wow! The Russian accent was good. I'm gonna need more whiskey if I'm gonna do Russian. I'll tell you what, until I figure it out, until I figure out Hulkenberg, and it might take some time, I'm gonna use her as practice for my Russian, alright? No, we're not making an Arnold Schwarzenegger, oh my god. Alright, Arnold. Blah. After so long, I'm only surprised anyone remained here who remembers me. I'm Hulkenberg. No, we're not doing that. But we are getting a glass of whiskey, because that will give me the confidence to do whatever accent I choose to do for her. I'll be right back. Alright, boys. Fucking black. Let's do this. Give her an uwu voice? No. I need to hear some people. I need to hear like German actors so I can get a better German accent. Because mine's pretty bad. It's just like a parody. Same with my Swedish one. So, whereas I've seen enough cool Russian stuff that I can sort of do a bad fake Russian accent that's somewhat better than my German or Swedish. All right. A feminine Werner Herzog. That's a tough one. That's a tough one, because that's just a straight up impression of a dude. I don't know if I can adjust it like that. A Valley Girl? No. Heidi the Mighty, thank you very much for the 4 months on Sebbywebz TV. And thank you for the Sebby soys. So, Arnold is a must-have in every playthrough. All right, we'll give Arnold to some 2-line NPCs. But we can't give it to a main character. It's not gonna happen. So, all right, here we go. I'm gonna do this, all right? It will happen. It's gonna happen. I've got a whiskey. All right. I've got a whiskey. And I'm gonna drink it. Okay. I'm gonna voice act Hulkenberg until I find a voice that feels right. Okay, wish me luck, here we go.
After so long, I am only surprised anyone remained here who yet remembered me.
Surely you jest, milady!
Baby, no mind. I heard of the king's death. The skyline, it is full of unfamiliar faces. It is a testament to how long I have been away.
It's the guards that change the most. It's just chaos and politics there.
No, we'll change his voice. It's just chaos and politics there. Arguing over matters of succession. Feels like we've lost sight of who we were even protecting. Not to mention talker monsters at the border. We've nowhere near enough soldiers to deal with them on top of everything else. After tomorrow, the city will calm. Once the formality of the funeral is past, a new king will be crowned. After which, I suppose there will be no further need of a search party. Also, I have a strange ass. Not many even remembered we were searching in the first place.
God, that's fucking hard. I don't know. I'll keep working with it. So, that's a tough one. Escaping the Nord mines, the party hailed a horse-drawn coach and returns now to the Grand Trad, capital of Euchronia, the day before the royal funeral. As they gaze upon the city, flags of mourning fluttering in the wind. Flags, oh flags, fuck. The magnitude of their mission exalts its tale. Gosh, I'm the narrator, and I'm drunk, and the whole story has just fallen apart. So, how dare you point out Hulkenberg's negative booty? Hulkenberg has a reverse ass. You reckon the Russian works perfectly? Alright, we'll try Russian. I'll use Hulkenberg to practice my Russian.
Oi, fog's rolling in. The rain's the last thing we bloody need. Can this funeral withstand more misfortune? I've heard they don't have enough soldiers to keep the peace. Oi, it'll be fine. All the aristocrats are bringing their own personal guards. I imagine boredom is the worst thing that we need to worry about there. Alright, boys. Let's not draw attention to ourselves. There's a hostelry tucked at the back of Sunshade Row. The Ushed Honeybee Inn. The Honeybee Inn?! Yes, that's right. That's where Don Corneo bombed Cloud. We'll talk details once we're there.
Now that's a reference, so...
Oh gosh, Grius went ahead. Let's hurry up after him, uwu.
Right, I'm fucking back. The only way to get better at doing a Russian accent is voice act Hulkenberg for 80 hours. Alright, Hulkenberg is my Russian accent training arc. So, All right, let's do this. You missed my VA work? Thank you, Monkey. I appreciate that. Maybe at the bathhouse. One of the peeps needs a Tim Curry from Rocky Horror voice. I agree, Devereaux. We need to see more and more characters. Who are you?
Oh gosh, I'm an exhausted merchant. This journey was a rough one. I came across a horde of go-borns, and I thought I was gonna die. I suppose it is reckless to be in this line of work with just a plain old horse-drawn carriage. Oh, jeez. If only I had a gauntlet runner. Oh, wait a minute. What's the point of complaining to an elder? I'm racist against you. You're inferior to me. Now get out of here. Fuck you.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. All right. Let's see what else we have over here. Alina, welcome in. Alina, welcome. So I love that emoji of the hamster bouncing forwards. Guys, please chuck a follow to Alina Inverse as well. She knows this kind of game better than me. So get more into you. Everyone's a winner. I told you, Mr. Ruccia. I told you I'd be streaming when you're awake, when you wake up. Seal, hamsters. What's the difference? Anyway. Oh, I think I posted a seal video on my Discord where I was like, this is the silliest thing I've seen ever. Let me see if I can find it. Where are you? I put it in animals. Now, I just realized if I click on this, it's quite possible that my Discord will just, instead of opening the video, will go to my homepage and show something so intense that it will instantly get me cancelled. But no! I think we're all right. Okay, we're safe. We're safe. We're safe. This is the video. Like, why did he do that? such a ridiculous animal. I fucking love these things, man. Like that. Somehow the cause and effect in this video is just beyond me. I don't understand. I don't understand how this results in this. So it looks like when you play a video game and you deliberately play the character wrong just to look funny, but they just do it in real life just because they feel like it. Such a fucking awesome, such a good animal. It's one of my favorite animals, the seal. They're just so derp, man. They're so ridiculous. That's me as a seal. It is. That's me playing Tekken. All right. I'm not forking a beat. Shut. Let's fucking do this. Oh God, indeed. Geneva. Jojo Firefly, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you so much. All right. Everyone's a winner. So, seals are the dogs of the sea. They unironically behave like dogs. It's hilarious. Right, where are we going here? Oh yeah. I'm in a racist city. Everyone's racist against me. Let's have a chat with you.
Oh, could it be? You are an Elda, correct? My, I have never seen one of your kind before. I assume you are not from these parts. Tell me, do you hail from outside the city?
Yeah, that's right.
I see. I must admit, I am quite jealous of you, Elda. Traveling outside of the city is a most dangerous venture, unless you are gay. Why are you gay? Also, if you have a gauntlet runner, you will be safe. If this is your first time here, I must warn you to stay on your guard. The city's denizens, they can be somewhat unwelcoming towards people of your tribe, because they are not gay, but you are.
Sorry, I love that guy's accent. It's like the best accent ever, man. And it's like the best question ever.
Why are you gay?
It's just like such a fucking funny question to ask someone. Yeah. Also, I'm trying to like think of other accents I haven't used today. I wanna mix some more in. So, the moment you started speaking, you could hear that video. Yeah, it's classic.
Wait, are you Sib?
I love how everyone in this game is racist towards me. Like, that's actually kind of mad. Everyone I talk to is like, wait a minute,
You're an elder. Fuck you.
it's so good.
So, there's this Sunshade Row. Seems like a fine place to disappear from prying eyes. But where's the inn? I suppose we should ask around.
Look at this guy.
Is he dead? Are those flies? Is he dead? My God, he's dead. This is terrible.
There's a dead body in the middle of the street. You guys need to fix this. There needs to be something done about this. This is horrible.
What's up, losers?